Hello everybody, welcome in. It is Sunday the 19th of October 2025. We are live at 9 PM as normal, back to our normal schedule. And today we're reading a book. And I chose, do you remember Red Dwarf? I'm going to get DMCA'd for this, let me turn it off. Who remembers Red Dwarf? Fantastic show. Here we go, let's get the proper music back. I've chosen that because we are reading a book today. Today's book, got to respect the timer. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Start off? What do I mean? Blast off. Today's book is, ignore the PNG, Starship Traveler. Here we go. I'm going to start with the camera and see how we go. The last couple of streams for like the last year there's been issues with the camera. But have I mentioned I'm getting a PC? When the PC arrives, all of this will be behind us. But for now, if the frame rate starts to drop, I'd really appreciate it if you told me, and then I'll flip back to the PNG that I have ready. Don't panic. We've done this before. If things start to go wrong, we have protocols. Spud, welcome in. How are you? Velvet Milfman, good to see you. Congratulations on first. Now, the books we've read before have either been Ian Livingstone or Ian Livingstone and Steve Jackson. This is the first book that is a Steve Jackson only, and it is set in the future. Let's read the back. Starship Traveler. The fate of the Starship Traveler and her crew lies in your hands. Sucked through the nightmare of the cell-stained void, the Starship Traveler emerges at the other side of the black hole into an unknown universe. You are the captain of the Traveler, and her fate depends on you. Will you be able to discover the way back to Earth from the alien peoples and planets you encounter, or will the Starship be doomed to roam uncharted space forever? The first space one. Now, space doesn't really do it for me. I played No Man's Sky. Yeah, it's good, but it's not for me. Cyberpunk. People say Cyberpunk. I stick me with Skyrim, Morrowind, Oblivion. Bim's mum, good morning. How are you? We're reading a book today again. We finished the book yesterday, Forest of Doom. We're reading another book. Mum, do you remember these books? Because you were quite... This is from when I was a kid. Do you remember? We were looking for these books everywhere, and we'd sort of given up, and I saw a stack of books at a fuel stop. You know, in England there's these service stations that are massive. They have like a whole bunch of pumps. You go inside and there's like 20 different fast food restaurants, amenities, and it's just a big facility. Showers, truck stops. Cans balked. Straight away, all good. Okay, PNG tuber. From the start, and there was a stack of books in this like petrol service station on a motorway, and Mum was like, and I said, "Oh, can we look for the book? Can we look for the Wall of Firetop Mountain there?" And Mum was like, "There's no way it's going to be here." Sure enough, boom, the Wall of Firetop Mountain, and we're like, "What? I can't believe it." And when we should say exactly, it was Cobham. I think it was Cobham, Cobham Services. And I remember, I've told this story before, Mum, but a while ago when we've read the other books, because we've read, last night was the Forest of Doom, we've done the Warlock of Firetop Mountain, the Citadel of Chaos, and Death Trap Dungeon. Today we're doing, where is it? Starship Traveler. But, do you remember, I was a kid, and I was reading the Warlock of Firetop Mountain, and it was really great because I love computer games and the TV, and this is probably one of the rare moments where it's a weekend and I'm not on a screen. And Mum and Dad are probably chuffed. Bim, he's reading a book and he's captivated. This is fantastic. This is fantastic. And I'm reading this book like the whole day, going through the pages. You know how it is. Choose your own adventure. We're not going to read this. I just want to show you what it's like. You follow the passage westwards. Do you want to go? You may either go northwards or southwards. Just go northwards. What next? You're following a passage. It's like a game. It's fantastic. And I came to a part of it, Mum, and I died. I turned wrong. There was a trap, and I got killed, or maybe there was a combat, and I died. And I remember being so gutted. I was like, I spent all this time. I've got all this way. Oh no, this is terrible. And I remember going over to you, and I was like, Mum, this book up at the water could fight. I died. And you said, like without a care in the world, you were like, just go back to the last page. And I was like, no, Mum, no, that's not how it. There were rules, Mum, and I got quite upset with that response, Mum. I was like, no, you can't just do that, Mum. No, Mum, I have to start again. You don't get it, Mum. You don't get it. I'm thinking. And do you know what, Mum? I don't think I picked up that book again. So, in retrospect, I probably should have just gone back to the last page. I say I didn't pick up that book again. We did. About 15 years later, on stream. These are great because this is someone who's obviously got the rights to the publications, but they're making them slowly into actual games you can play online. He hasn't made all of this. This is called Tin Pot Gaming, Tin Pot Man, or something like that. That's the games developer that's converting these books, and he hasn't made all of them yet. But he's getting there. The latest one got released recently. Which one was that? Crypt of the Swords. Does it tell you a date? I wonder. Probably doesn't, does it? No. Anyway, yeah. So he keeps bringing them out. Today. Let me come back to this screen actually, because there was before we get into it, there was a prediction. Now, 52% think someone Jackson. Yes, Steve Jackson. It was Ian Livingstone and Steve Jackson. I don't want this starting screen. I thought I was on camera actually. There you go. Yeah. It was Steve Jackson and Ian Livingstone, and they were actually, and I didn't realize this until I suppose a couple of years ago. They were the two people that founded Games Workshop that went on to be Warhammer. And they were the first authors of. You remember the magazine that we used to buy from Games Workshop, White Dwarf? Do you remember that? They were the first authors of it. It's not them anymore, and they sold it on to the next company. But they started Warhammer basically. How good's that? Sir Ian Livingstone and Steve Jackson. But more importantly, what mug am I drinking out of? Now, we've had 10 minutes to decide. 52% say Harry Potter, 48% say Sports Direct. The answer is, I liked on this before stream, it's Harry Potter. In a little cauldron mug with the little 3 things at the bottom. Harry Potter, complete prediction. So if you chose Harry Potter, congratulations, I saw 2 people did. Marvellous. Alright, I'm not sure if the frames be dropping, but shall we get into the game where you will play?
Hi, it's the baddest bitch with the hugest dick, Aphrodite Shaz, and you're watching BIM.
Crypt was released at the end of this July. Eno, welcome in, and that's exactly right. I remember seeing that very briefly on Steam when I loaded up this game. Starship Traveler. Morning, folks. Taking care of kid stuff at the moment? Taking care of kid stuff. Well, we are taking care of intergalactic stuff at the moment. Let's read. So, if you've not been here before, we're playing a fighting fantasy game book where you are the hero. And by that, I mean you as in chat, because every decision will be polled. And for better or for worse, chat will decide the outcome. You are the captain of the Starship Traveler. The ship itself is the pride of your Astro Navy. Its weapons and defense systems are the most technically advanced in the fleet, and its crew are first rate. You must choose from one of the 3 difficulty settings. So basically, Adventurer is exactly how Steve Jackson designed it, and that is how I like to live my life. I like to live my life exactly how Steve Jackson designed it. Hardcore just means if you have beaten Starship Traveler in adventure mode, or have read the printed form. I have not, so it is illegal for me to choose this option because I have not beaten it before. And free read is too easy. You have a back button, unlimited bookmarks. Play Starship Traveler like an old school cheater. Free read is up the same. So free read is how you were telling me to play the Warlock of Firetop Mountain when I died. You know, should you take the wrong direction, you can now back up and choose another path. Free choice. You can unlock all links irrespective of whether they are available, so you can easily negotiate tricky parts of the story. Heal me button. You are able to heal yourself at any time, so you will never run out of stamina. No, mum. We're going to go with Adventurer, the way Steve Jackson intended it. Before you begin your voyage, you must first determine the strengths and weaknesses of yourself as captain and your crew members. Begin by calculating your initial stamina. Your stamina score reflects your general constitution, your will to survive, your determination, and overall fitness. The higher your stamina score, the longer you will be able to survive. You must roll 2 dice. 12 will be added to the number rolled. We've done this before. We know what's going on. We will, oh look at that. We will roll our stamina. 8 plus 12 is 20. Not bad. Not bad. Next, skill. Your skill reflects your leadership and decision-making skills as captain. The higher the better. We're going to roll 1 die, and 6 is going to be added. That's not good enough. That's the same. Our skill is 8. So, are we Picard or Kirk? Is that their names? Is that the ones? Are we Patrick Stewart or are we... Oh, I don't even know the name of the other actor. Will Shatner? Every true hero is at the mercy of the forces of chance. Call it acts of God. The force, or whatever. That's plagiarism. That's copyright. That's copyright right there. The force, or whatever you will. Luck will play an important part in your adventure. Picard. To calculate your luck, roll 1 dice and 6 will be added. No. Better. Maximum luck. Next, you must roll the stats of your crew members. We've not had this before. Personnel will perform according to their skill and stamina scores. Their skill score reflects their abilities within their profession, i.e. your science officer's skill with computer, because your medical officer's skill as a doctor, and your security officer's combat ability. On your adventure sheet, you will see entries for your key staff: science officer, medical officer, security officer, and engineering officer, together with 2 security guards. You must now repeat your stamina and skill rolls for each of these crew members. We have a party. We've never played a book with a party. So, stamina. Oh my goodness. Now, my science officer has more stamina than me. This science officer... but no luck. So the medical officer... I can do better. Look at this. Can we do better? 1 better. These are good scores. That's okay. I'll keep that. 9. Look at this. 24, 11, 21, 10, 19, 9. Not party, it's an away team. Literally. Okay. Skill. Oh, there you go. Is that... Wait, what was this? Security officer. Together with 2 security guards. My goodness. There are so many people here. Wait, that's better. Nope. Oh gosh. Alright, turn back the page. Once you complete rolls, you need to now roll the stats for the Traveler. This is our spaceship, isn't it? Ship-to-ship combat is conducted using 2 stats, weapon strength and shields. When shooting at enemy ships, you will need to roll lower than that of the weapon strength to make the hit. Okay, it's just like using luck then. To calculate the initial weapon strength, you must roll 1 die. 6 will be added to the roll, and the new number will be saved on your adventure sheet. So we want this as high as possible. 5's okay. So 11. Next, your ship's shields. Is this the same? I don't know what okay, when enemy ships hit you, you will lose points from the Traveler's shield score. The shields will weaken significantly after a few hits have been taken. If the Traveler is hit when the shield's score is 0, it will be destroyed instantly. To calculate shields, you must roll 1 die. 12 will be added. That's good. 17, okay. Continue towards adventure. Your adventure is about to begin. The scores you've recorded on your adventure sheet will give you an indication of the strengths and weaknesses of yourself, your crew, and your ship. So, crumbs. So this is Twitch chat. I'm not sure if you can see this actually at all. Should I have you? I don't know. I should have Twitch chat, to be honest. I'm not sure I should have Twitch chat at all. There's no space for you. Would it look bad? Hang on. I got an idea. Would it look bad here? It does a little bit, doesn't it? Okay, how about, look, we'll get this, we're going to get this right. We're going to get this right. And me, I will be here. Flip me over. And I'll be here. And hopefully I don't cover up too much text. There you go. Is that acceptable? I'm not sure I even like this. Hang on. Chat should be that. It should go to this edge. Is that better? Maybe I should take it all off. That's what I'll do. That's what I'll do. So there is a lot of stats. Twitch chat is there. And then we've got science, engineering, medical, security officer, and security guard 1 and 2. And then the Starship Traveler. Ooh. Shields and weapon S. Shields 17. And weapon S 11. Okay, fair enough. Starship Traveler has unique rules, so please refer to the special rules section of the rulebook to learn more. In the adventure which follows, you are the captain of the Traveler, lost in an unknown universe. What we should do actually... stargazing. That should be the mood. In the adventure which follows, you are the captain of the Traveler, lost in an unknown universe. Your own skill as a captain will determine whether you and your crew will ever see Earth again. You are about to be flung through a black hole into unknown space. Your only chance of return will be to find another suitable black hole and guide the ship through it back to your own universe. You are now ready to set off. Take your seat on the bridge and prepare yourself for the adventure ahead. Now everybody turn over. Panic! Panic! This is... I had that button... I had that button ready for this moment, didn't I? Panic! From your seat at the helm of the Starship Traveler, you study the VDU anxiously. Engineering section has reported an overdrive malfunction which has locked the warp engines at a 10% velocity gain. You are watching the velocity indicator advancing rapidly through the safe region towards overload. You hit the communicator button and call engineering for further news. It is not good. The malfunction cannot be traced, and it will take another 13 minutes for a system check to provide a full analysis. You are heading towards the cell-stained void, a known black hole. You may or may not avoid it, but your science officer has another plan. If you swing the ship through its immense gravitational pull, its gravity drag may help reduce your speed as you travel away from it. This is worth a try, but the navigational tuning will have to be precise. You swing the Starship hard to starboard as you enter the cell-stain's gravitational field and fasten your eyes on the velocity indicator. To your great relief, the plan seems to be working. The gain comes down from 10% to 5. From 10% to 5% to 0 to -5%. Loud cheers come from the crew, but you are still watching the velocity indicator. It is now showing -15%, then -25%, and still falling. The ship is being sucked into the cell-stained void. You hit the red alert button and instruct all the ship's personnel to strap themselves down. The ship begins to whine and shake as it rapidly accelerates towards the black hole. There is nothing you can do to avert the impending disaster. An almighty explosion rocks the ship, and all the crew, including you, lose consciousness. Turn to 256. That was probably the best introduction this book's ever had. You made my wife panic. I'm sorry, Mrs. Eno. Mrs. Romani. I'm sorry, Mrs. Romani. Gosh. Well, no, that's the don't panic button. She shouldn't be panicking. That alarm is so that you don't panic. Anyway, should we have some spin whistles? Oh, didn't work. We might have 3. Oh, there you go. That was 3 in unison. There you go. The button works now. Panic over. You and the other members of the crew are regaining consciousness. Again, you hit the communicator and call for systems damage reports. All systems appear to be intact until engineering reports that the warp drive engines are dead. You are floating in space. But your drive reactors should be operational in 20 to 30 minutes. Your navigation officer is bewildered. He cannot identify your whereabouts, and the computer reports you are in uncharted space. Your science officer has run an event analysis, and you appear to have gone through the black hole, through a dimension warp, and you are now in what seems to be a parallel universe. After some delay, you regain warp drive. Long-range scan indicates 3 solar systems ahead, of which 2 may have intelligent life. Will you press on towards the life-bearing system ahead, turn port towards the other life-bearing, or starboard towards the barren system? Or route auxiliary power to the internal dampening field? Let me set up. Hang on, I'm not ready for the poll yet. Hang on. Here we go. Here we go. Twitch chat. What do? So it is. What? On life, port, life, or starboard, barren. Twitch chat, you've got 1 minute to decide. It is free to vote. You can do it on desktop, you can do it on mobile. We all have goatee beards in the mirror universe. Goodness me. Goodness me. This seems to be quite an interesting story already. I'm quite excited. I'm quite excited. This seems really interesting. Going off to Abbott's Wood before the rain. Speak later. Have fun, everyone. Thank you, Mum. Enjoy the dog walk. Where am I? Where am I? Hold up. Right. Port life. That wasn't a tie, was it? Hang on, sorry, I was just distracted there for a second. 100% say, let's go port 273. Oh, hello. Is that us? You travel ahead at sub-warp speed to allow your sensors to scan for information. They pick up a small object several thousand kilometers ahead and traveling towards you. You continue cautiously. At 5 kilometers, it stops, and you do likewise. Sensors report a Class D star cruiser, and you prepare yourself with shields up. A message comes in, and you transfer it to the screen. A reptilian face appears in a uniform of authority. As your translator tunes in, the alien's message becomes clear. I am Commander Mktel of the Imperial Danzig Confederation. You are a non-registered ship trespassing within Imperial territory. Identify yourself and state your purpose. What will your reply be? Identify yourself as he wishes? Run an info scan on the Imperial Danzig Confederation, or open fire? Twitch chat? You've got 1 minute to decide. The other thing is, we are likely to die or get this wrong. And have to redo this. Info scan or open fire? Twitch chat, you've got 1 minute to decide. So, what we will do is, we've got 3 options going, so I may still have to poll them, but what we do is the second and third time round we are likely to meet this particular line of questioning, we will do the ones that we haven't done before until we find an optimum route. So whatever we choose here, we won't do next time. Nearly ready, you've got about 30 seconds left. If you want to take part in the vote, please do. Do not 50-50 it. Do not 50-50 it. It's currently 50-50'd, and that is wrong. That is banned. I want a clear winner, even if it's by 1 point. 1 vote. Did you like my little radio voice there? Okay, what we're going to do then is, because you 50-50'd it, it's been 50% identify, 50% info scan, 0% open fire. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to choose the option that nobody voted for, open fire. Both ships open fire. This will be a battle to the death. Time for ship-to-ship combat. Right. Is this as normal? Our weapons... Is it my weapon skill, isn't it? Weapon skill. As captain, you must decide precisely. The Enterprise. So our weapon skill is going to be added to our dice roll, and our shields are our health. Oh shit. Ah, that's it. Ah, this is weird. This is weird. We're not rolling against them. We're rolling against our weapon skill, isn't it? Oh, that's right. We roll 2 dice, and it must be under our weapon skill. And it is, so we take a hit. I don't know why I rolled it twice, though. And their shields went down, so now they're going to roll. I re-rolled their dice because it was very high. Out of instinct, I should have kept it because then that would have been over their weapon skill. This is actually quite complicated, actually. I got that wrong. Why are they doing... I don't get why we're doing 2 dice, though. So I have to roll under an 11. Right? Hang on. Right, so I rolled a 6, which is under my weapon skill, which is 11. Rolling for damage, 6. You rolled against 10 shields. I don't get the damage rolls, I'm not gonna lie. Enemy scores a direct hit. No! Get that low as possible. 6. So what? So 6 against 15, the damage is still 2. I don't get that. I'm confused. No! Lower than that. I need it. That's good. Right, and now I want this as high as possible, do I? 7 against 8. I don't have to. Oh my goodness, I can't quite. Weapon skill 9. Damage is 4. 10 against 6, damage is 4. 6. Get lower than that. Oh no, it's higher. Oh no. 4 damage. How do we heal ourselves? Because we don't have any... That's a hit. Can we get higher? 4. Yes. Oh my goodness, I'm just, I don't quite understand how combat works, but fair enough. You probe ahead into space with your long-range scanners. On the fringe of your scan radius, to port, is a small star with an orbiting solar system, which you may head for. Otherwise, you may increase to warp and head off into deep space. Take care, Mr. Spudboy. I will see you later. What do? Solar system. Or deep space. Twitch chat, you've got 1 minute to decide. Hopefully the I cannot wait for the PC. I'm not gonna lie, I cannot wait for the PC. And this is also the last stream of like the what have we done? We did 4 bonus streams this week, and that was we did 8 streams in 9 days. Pretty proud of that. But we're back to our normal weekend schedule now, because next weekend I'm bloody hoping that the PC is going to be here. And there's no rush to get Morrowind out the way, because we completed Morrowind, and that's available as a 20-part playlist on YouTube now. 100% say turn to 180 and go to the orbiting solar system. As you approach the small star, your scanners pick up 2 planets in orbit. One is a large red planet, one is a dull blue. Let's speed this up a little bit. Let's do the large red planet. I'm not going to remember. This is going to be this seems like a long game. I'm not going to remember half of this. You approach the large red planet at sub-light speed and set an orbiting course. Scanning the surface, you find no trace of intelligent life, but signs of civilization, and a fairly advanced one at that, are apparent. As you observe the planet through your macro telescope, you see that the surface is covered in a network of roadways and canals, focused every so often at what must be a population center of some sort. You try various radio frequencies, but there is no response. Will you beam down onto the planet's surface, or ignore this planet and continue onwards? No, we need to explore. We're going to 300. Oh gosh, pick 2 available crew members to accompany you to this planet's surface. I want my security officer and my science officer. You choose a location within what ought to be one of the planet's main population centers. The three of you beam down to the planet's surface. When you rematerialize, you are in a deserted street. There is a ghostly silence about, and something is not quite right. The buildings around you and the vehicles lying derelict by the side of the road appear to be from quite an advanced civilization, but dust is thick on everything, as if there's been no activity here for many years. Cautiously, you walk down the street. As you approach a junction at the end of the street, you hear a noise and stop. The others look at you quizzically and listen, but they can hear nothing. You creep forwards towards the corner and jump back sharply as a shape appears. "Visitors!" says a voice. The creature is roughly man-sized and wears a flowing white cape. "We have not had visitors for many years." You explain you are from another planet, and the alien nods its hairy head. You ask whether it is possible to meet someone in a position of authority, and the creature considers for a moment. Suddenly, you hear a small click and a shrill buzzing noise, and the alien drops to the ground, scorched by a phaser blast from one of your party. You whirl around in disbelief. The attacker looks proudly at the dead alien, and you order your other companion to hold them. Snatching their weapon, you demand to know why they fired at the alien. "Why?" they gasp. "If I hadn't, he would have killed you. Did you not see the weapon in his hand aimed at you?" You certainly didn't see a weapon in the alien's hand, and neither did your other crew member. What will you do now? Have your trigger-happy companion sent back to the ship? Beam the alien up to the ship to see whether anything can be done for him? Or let your companion off with a caution and continue? Let's beam the alien up. Flipping your communicator, you instruct the ship to beam the alien back on board so that your medical officer may have a look at him. The alien disappears. You prepare to continue, but a message from the ship comes through. Apparently, the alien did not arrive. You confirm that it definitely left the planet. There is little you can do about it now, and you leave the problem with your transmitter crew. Transmatter crew. Welcome back, Spuddy. Turning the corner, you continue for several meters. A noise behind you startles you and you stop. With a sudden chill of panic, you realize what the noise is. It is the multiple hammer sound of a pre-laser weapon. Someone or something is firing a machine gun at you. You drop to the ground and scream at your companions to do likewise. As you all lie there with bullets flying over your head, the other two look at you puzzled. "Captain, why are we lying in the road?" says one of them, standing up. To your amazement, they stand in a hail of bullets, completely unharmed. Gradually the sound fades, and the others help you to your feet, looking at you in a most peculiar way. A little further down the road, you come across a large building. Will you enter this building, or continue down the road? Let's enter the building. You enter the building and look around. It appears to be a library of some sort. You notice on the entrance desk a type of newspaper and take it with you. Perhaps it will give you some sort of clue as to why this whole city seems to be deserted. Luckily, the library is computer controlled. You switch on a console, and after some whirring sounds, a voice comes back. "Good afternoon, reader. What subject will it be today?" First of all, you ask for local history, but the most recent entry appears to be some time ago when the city was bustling with life. One of your crew members rushes over. "Captain," they say, "I've just been looking at the astronomy files. There is a black hole which I think may be a space warp. It is in sector 288. This news is indeed exciting, and you instruct the ship to beam me back aboard to check this location." Turn to 130. Back on board, you announce your news to the crew. As the navigation officer sets the course, you remember the newspaper and pass it on to the language lab for analysis. You may set your course either for the purple star just within long-range scanner, or you may set a course towards a smaller cluster of stars, some 2.3 light years off to starboard. Where's sector 2? I can't go back. Where's sector 233? Sector 233. Should we turn to page 233? The purple star. As you travel towards your destination, your language lab reports some interesting findings from the newspaper you gave them. You have just come from the planet Prax, a fairly advanced civilization. Some years before the paper was published, a great debate occurred and two groups emerged with two schools of thought. Remember the hologram guy in the Time Machine movie? Reminded me of it with that welcome read line. I don't know that Time Machine movie. All my space knowledge has come from Red Dwarf, the British sitcom from the... I don't even know when that was filmed. It's got to be 90s, it can't be any earlier. Quill! I am only 47 minutes late, why did no one say first to me? Quill, welcome in, it's good to see you again. I hope you're well. How are you feeling? Last time we spoke you said you weren't very well. Or you're just coming down with a cold or something. The progressiveness were modern thinkers, set on material progress, computerizing a more scientific view of the future. The regressives, on the other hand, disliked the inhuman element of the progressives' world and preferred to return to basics, where people did not rely on machines. This was written in like the 1980s, and I feel like it's relevant today. Imagine a BIM VTuber PNG where his head lifts to the side like it. Now that's too high tech. The trouble is, I have a camera, I have lights, I have a good green screen, but whenever I come on camera, the Twitch stream shits itself. But it's good. It's funny because the recording is fine, so the people watching the VOD on YouTube will have no issue at all. Although there was some audio issues last stream when we played the what was it, Darkwood Forest, the Forest of Doom. But quite quickly, we might start getting complaints in chat when the camera comes on. We'll see how long that takes. His head lifts. That's so funny. I know exactly what you mean. Good to see that, Quill. We're reading a book today where you choose the outcome, although the last sort of 10 choices I've not given. Whenever there's one voter in chat, I normally take ownership because I don't want that one voter to feel obligated to stay because they feel sorry for me. I'm also in desperate need of recovery from my laryngitis, so I'm going to let my husband. Dear me. The audio is breaking up early today too. Okay, let's go back to the PNG straight away then. But never my kids, they are precious ancient now. The Time Machine 2002, do give it a watch. I prefer the 1960 version, but hey, my goodness. A period of Cold War ensued until the regressives discovered that the progressives had developed a powerful hallucinatory drug. The progressives had intended to use the drug on the regressives, but when the plot was discovered, they agreed to send all stocks of drug into space, out of the way. Something went wrong, however, and the rocket exploded in the planet's upper atmosphere, subjecting the entire planet to severe hallucinations. On the day the paper was published, its effects were just beginning to be noticed. Continue course, or head towards the small star? I just love it. Quill. How's your streams going, by the way? You're doing fantastically. All those views, all those raids. Proud of you. Went wrong, right? Somehow I feel like that went exactly right. What's it? Oh, the poll. Let's get the polls back. Continue course, heading so what? Purple star or small star cluster. Twitch chat, you've got 1 minute to decide. How are we all today anyway, on this fine Sunday evening? What did we do today? I did nap with baby, but normally my wife does nap with baby. We're co-sleeping, right? So she's on us. So I had the privilege of the baby nap, so I could sleep for an hour and a half. Ooh, it was lovely. I'm just trying not to stress about them at all and make sure I'm having fun and socializing. Cool, your streams are fantastic. Your streams are really fun. And your YouTube as well, your Sims creations, you're making creators of Sims. Here we go. 4 votes. 75% currently vote for the star cluster. Quill is a star. Going towards your star cluster. Oh no, that doesn't sound nice. I didn't mean that, Quill, I'm sorry. I won't say that again. It has been fun. If you want to be redone, you don't need to let me know. I need to send you photos then, don't I? Done. I will do that after stream. What are we doing? Star cluster. As you approach, you cut engines, switching to visual on the screen. You can see the small cluster in the distance. Suddenly, your navigation officer wheels around. "Captain!" he exclaims. "Meteor storm, dead ahead! We're moving straight into it." What will your command be? Evasive action? Or activate shields? Twitch chat. Captain, what do we do? Evasive action. That's not how you spell it at all. Or shields. Do you know what? I spelt that so wrong, I'm not even going to change it. I got to meet peeps at PAX, and I always warn them I'm exactly the same as I'm on stream. One of them gave me a funny look after staying with me a week and said, "You really are the same." I'm so jealous of you all that went to PAX. That sounds really fun, really fantastic. Absolutely awesome. Very jealous. Very jealous. I'm sticking with the original Sim Bim in my save game. One day it'll be you too. Yeah. One day. One day I'll be there. Let me just see. Hang on. There's a couple of my friends online, and I want to be having a tab open for them. Important streamer things. 100% say shields. Unavoidably heading into the meteor storm, you sit tight and hope it will pass quickly. As you enter, the traveller rocks as the shields take blows from the pounding meteors. This is genuinely one of the hardest lurks. I need to be up for playgroup. See you, Quill. Take care. No, you get some rest. You deserve some rest. You need to take it easy for a little bit. Take one night off, Quill. I feel I'll have even less time to watch soon. We've been watching wax sealing videos all morning, and Ari wants to go buy a kit so we can make some too. I spill the kid. That's what. It's difficult not to, isn't it? That's what I say to my wife, or that's what I say to my daughter as well. I'll get you anything you want. Just stay away from horses. I'm not going there. They're expensive and time consuming. Horses. I love horses. I love all animals, but horses are probably the shittest pets. Let's be honest. Dogs, amazing. Cats, fine. Rabbits, cool. Chickens, incredible. Horses are expensive, time consuming, and just. What do you get out of it? They don't even like hugs. They don't even like you riding them. I love horses too. Yum, yum. Thank you for the clarification. I was like, oh yeah, I can't remember where you said you're from, but it's probably legal in your country. I know it's not in England or Australia, but probably you probably do eat a horse. Funny bugger. Funny bugger. Did I... Oh, hang on. I didn't finish reading. Throw one die 10 times. Are you serious? Each time you throw a 6, a meteor penetrates your shields and damages the ship. For each penetration... Are you ready for some potential penetration? Consensual. A roll equal to less than your shield score will do minor damage. Good, 1 point. A roll greater than your shields will do 3 points. Okay. We are going to get penetrated and we're going to get wrecked. Okay. 10 times, no 6s. 4. 3. 1. No, roll it. Oh no, a 6. A 6. You rolled a 6. A meter penetrates your shields. Time to roll again. For each penetration, 2. Okay, maybe we're going to do the damage at the end. 2. 1. 3. 3. 3. 5. Okay. The meteor storm is over. Now it's time to assess the damage. It looks as though your shields have been penetrated. 2 dice must be now thrown. A roll equal to or less than... Oh, I got it. We need to roll less than our shields, which are up here, which is 7. We need to roll less than 7. 3 damage with no way to heal. We have a phaser and space warp in sector 288. Okay, this is really quite... Yeah, 4 shields out of a maximum of 17 with no way to heal. Thankfully, despite the damage, your ship is still intact. You sail through the meteor storm and can proceed to the small star cluster you were originally heading for. You use your internal scanners to assess any injuries you have suffered during the meteor storm. Continue your journey. Focusing back on your journey, you now approach the small cluster. A message from your catering officer comes through the intercom. Captain, he reports, I've just discovered a malfunction in one of our freezers. We have lost a great deal of food. What we have left will last the crew no more than 48 hours. You agree that you must now find supplies for the ship. Scanning the cluster ahead, you locate 2 planets of suitable temperatures and gravities to sustain life. One is green in color, one is blue. Twitch chat. This is more important than any of the other questions. Do we do the green planet or the blue planet? You have 1 minute to decide. What game should we play next? When we have the PC and our options are literally unlimited, what should we play? We've just finished a complete Morrowind playthrough. I'm thinking a complete Oblivion playthrough. I've played Oblivion a lot, and I'd love to play it again. Blue for water. You're right, blue for water, but green for land. What do? And brown for 67% of Twitch say blue. We're going to the blue planet. You settle the ship into orbit round the blue planet and check your scanners. It appears that the entire surface is covered in water. Although there do seem to be life forms within the water. You may beam down, taking 2 crew members with you, or leave orbit and head for the green planet. I think I know what... I think we're going to commit to this, but I don't want to sway your votes. So we're going to beam down or green planet. You have 1 minute to decide. I appreciate all the voters. Although it is not necessary. It is not necessary. I like involving chat, but if that's not your thing, you don't have to vote at all. And if nobody ends up voting, it's okay. It's okay. I'll take over. And then I'll have to own up to the mistakes. But I appreciate the votes. And the views, and the lurks, and the chatters. I'm talking as if there's a whole crowd of people here, but I know it's just you two. I appreciate you too. Here we go. Oh no, there's 3 voting though. Oh, hang on. Oh, there's a lurker voter. Majority says beam down. Beam me down, Scotty. Your science officer protests strongly, but you will not change your decision. That would have been useful in the previous screen, knowing that your science officer protests strongly. Because there was no context before. It was just, do you want to do it or do you want to not want to do it? Now he protests, but you will not change your decision. That was the time to change the decision. The choice should be here. Beam down or turn back. Taking 2 crew members with you, you beam down on the planet's surface. You materialize on the surface of a vast ocean. As your sensors warned, the entire planet... Oh, look, I just seen, look, it ends here. We literally died. The entire planet is covered in water. As you materialize fully, you and your 2 companions drop into the water. Frantically, you try to signal the ship with your communicator, but it is no use. Your lungs are bursting, but you can do nothing to prevent the 3 of you drowning. Okay. Your adventure ends here. Fair enough. Okay. You know what we're going to do? We're going to start again. Adventurer. Stamina. That's low. That's better. Oh, we got a lot. Oh, hang on. I might actually bookmark it after the... Because we've got a lot of dice rolls to make now. Hang on. Okay, well they're good rolls, so I don't mind those. Okay. Stamina, you can do better. I don't think that was better, but that's okay. Skill, good. Medical officer. Gosh, that was actually worse, wasn't it? Okay, engineering officer. Security officer. There you go. Security guard 1. Better. Security guard 2. Oh gosh, that's worse. Only 1 point worse. Okay, now the Enterprise. Weapon strength is 11. Weapon shields are perfect. 18. Continue. Your adventure is about to begin. Turn over. Okay, I'm gonna bookmark it there. That didn't take too long actually, but let's bookmark it there. Oh, that's right. We got a panic here. Panic! From the seat of your helm of the Starship, we're going in a black hole. We're going in a black hole. Turn to 256. You and the other crew members regain consciousness. After some delay, you regain warp drive. Okay. Last time, we went port. So let's either go to... I'm going to do it like this. Option 1 or option 3. Okay, do you want to go to the life-bearing system on page 86 or starboard towards the barren system on page 142? Blanking out port toward the other life-bearing systems. How big? So this is the route that we will not go to. How big is this game? This is a huge game. There's no way we're going to do this in one stream. Is this good music? Can I change it? What are we thinking? 100% say starboard towards the barren system. Space is really big. Oh, that's true enough. You increase speed towards your destination. Suddenly, a red light appears on your control panel. You hit your communicator switch and contact the engineering section. "We'll have to cut speed, Captain," cries the engineering officer. "The reactor must have been damaged more than I thought. I can't hold her." You ask what exactly the problem is and learn that your supplies of Delibrium crystal are almost exhausted. Delibrium crystal is a naturally occurring mineral common throughout your own galaxy. The raw material can be mined and the ship is equipped with a processing plant to convert it to nuclear fuel. You must begin searching for the mineral straight away, for without Delibrium, your ship will be unable to travel. Speaking of stalking, have you played Stalker? No, that's the Chernobyl-esque radioactive... That's a horror game, isn't it? Isn't Stalker a horror game? Now, you did a great job at selling me Amnesia yesterday. You may either continue as you are, travelling towards the barren system, or investigate a small asteroid cluster you are passing. Morrowind is my favourite game, but the Stalker series is nearly tied for first place. No way. I didn't actually know that it was a series, actually, honestly. It's not horror, but it is scary at times. It's survival and somewhat open world. But, so, have you ever played Days Gone, the zombie motorbike action game? I've played that, and that's wicked. Is that the sort of level of horror? I imagine it's not. I imagine Stalker's going to be more horror. Continue, or asteroid cluster. You have 1 minute to decide. One minute to decide. No, Stalker is a lot more personal. You don't fight hordes of anything. No, but you know that is the horror aspect. I mean, like it's like Days Gone is an action game, but there's a certain level of horror to it. A very, very light level of horror. I suppose there's a lot of tension and stress occasionally with the hordes. Anything you encounter, be it man, beast, or the air, is likely to kill you. Is this? Oh no, this is ads. This is ads. Let's snooze the ads for 5 minutes. What do? Oh, 100% so far are saying continue. Continue. You're now faced with the problem. You may continue at warp speed and hope your supply of Delibrium lasts until you reach your destination, or look into an auxiliary power source which will drain energy from one of your other functions. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Twitch chat? What do? Warp speed? Or orcs? You have 1 minute to decide. No, horror is not the point of the game. Tension and stress, yes, but only because the threat of death. Okay, like I said, the story's fantastic. It's completely out there. Excellent. Excellent. I don't quite know what my genre is. I'm all over the place with my games. I mean, what I really like is Mountain Blade 2 Bannerlord. But I'm not even sure if I'd say that's my number one game. It's just a game that I'm hooked on at the moment, or certainly in the past. Made a YouTube video about it, became hugely successful, and now I'm committed to it. No regrets or anything. But it is a fantastic game. But I'm not sure if it is. I think it actually is, to be honest. It's like Bannerlord is like 90% my perfect game. Orcs chord. 100% say, do the Orcs chord. You're 50% Banner, 50% Lord. Here it is. The game is loosely based on the book Roadside Panic. It's by Russian authors Boris and Arkady Strugatsky. There's a movie too, also based on the book. Now that one I will try to sell you because it's one of those must-see in your lifetime movies. Let's plug in the Orcs chord, but what are we going to choose to... You have words with your engineering and science officers. They agree it may be possible to divert power from either the phaser bank or the shields to fuel the warp engines. You may choose either of these sources and instruct the engineering crew to begin work on the hookup. Ooh. However, you will be vulnerable in battle until you find Delirium ore or crystal. And you must deduct 3 points from either your weapon's strength or your shield's score. Once you've chosen, you may continue your journey. So what will it be? I reckon... what? Our shields are 18, but our weapon skill... shields are higher, but that is literally our life. Weapon skill just means we don't need to roll as high as the enemy. No, we don't. I still haven't quite figured out combat here. Our weapon skill, we just have to roll under it. But yeah, the higher the better. I'm gonna have to poll this. I want to do it in the order. So weapons or shields? You have 1 minute to decide. It's amazing, haunting, not scary. And it killed a few of the actors and... Oh, really? Very philosophical and spiritual. Usually I hate that word, but this movie's too good. I'll have to check it out. The trouble is, whenever I get free time, I hit the go live button. Or I hit the record button to record for YouTube. Or I'll script or edit. To watch a movie means loss of income. It's on YouTube. Fantastic. What do? Shields, 67% say divert from the shields. That's probably what I would have done too, actually. You approach a small blue-green planet and take up an orbital position. You scan the planet for signs of life. It appears to be lifeless, but the scanners are giving some strange readings which you cannot understand. You try an all-frequency radio message but receive no answer. Suddenly, the scanners pick up a signal, probably a ship of some kind, traveling towards you extremely fast in orbit from the other side of the planet. You switch to visual and you can see a missile-shaped object hurtling towards you. You hit the red alert button and activate shields, waiting to see what happens. From nowhere, a blast hits the ship. I'll turn that off. You must roll 2 dice. A roll equal to or lower than your shield does 1 damage. A roll higher does 2 points. And a double 6 does 5 points. Your current shields are over 12. Yes, 15. Okay, I'm going to do higher. Equal to or lower. Equal to or lower. So yeah, oh no, it's fine. It's going to be lower. Whatever the dice is going to be, it's going to be lower. 7. Will you now try to contact the object as it closes in? Or go immediately to battle stations? Pretty chat. You have 1 minute to decide. What are we doing? We're doing contact object or battle stations. There's also another bunch of games on a Steam sale at the moment. I've played them and completed them before, but do you know the Shadow of War and the Shadow of Mordor? Those Lord of the Rings games? They were really cool. I like those. That's something I'd like for Bannerlord, to be honest. If Bannerlord could have it that if a unit takes you down in battle, I'm not saying kill, but if a enemy unit knocks you out in battle, they'll get promoted to a lord. That would be awesome. You have a whole nemesis system set up for Bannerlord. It could work. I think it'd be fantastic. I love the nemesis system. Apparently it's patented, so like no one else can use it though. But I think that's a fantastic system. The nemesis system. Story was meh, but it was just but you play it for an action game. You don't play it for the lore. I think it was awesome. Oh, you 50-50'd it. You 50-50'd it. I don't know. We're gonna leave this on. And we're gonna do it again. Everybody, what do? Actually, no, let's not do that. Let's we're gonna go to try and contact. You try another all-frequency message, but get no reply. Another blast rocks the ship. Oh, gosh, same again as before. 10. Less than your shields. You issue the battle station's order. So we still got. My shield's now 13. Yeah, okay. Another blast narrowly misses the ship, and you decide to retaliate. Time for ship-to-ship combat. So, how does combat work? We have to roll less than our weapon skill of 11. Yes. And now we roll... Oh, I think I get it. The next time we roll a dice, if we do it... If it's under their shields, it's 2 damage. If it's over their shields, it's 4 damage, I think. So if it's more than a 7... 4... Yes, I think that's how it works. Enemy misses. Oh, so it can't be equal to. It has to be under. God, this is like completely opposite of how combat works in the other games. So this is actually quite confusing. You destroy your opponent. Resuming orbital position, you scan the planet again. Although readings are still puzzling, you cannot find positive signs of life. If your ship is still short of Delirium Crystal, you must beam down to the surface to search for deposits. Scanning the planet, you are relieved to find an area of Delirium ore deposits. Pick 2 available crew members to beam down to the mineral-rich area. I want the security officer and the science officer. The planet is barren and rocky. A howling wind blasts across the planet's surface. Using a portable scanner, you locate a deposit of crystal ore and instruct one of your crew members to collect several kilos with his micro-excavator. Before returning to the ship, you decide to investigate the planet a little more, starting with a ravine several hundred meters ahead. He's literally in the Star Trek uniform, isn't he? As you descend into the ravine, you use your portable scanner to probe the land. Looking downwards, you see what appears to be a stream running along the valley, and you climb down to investigate. Your scanner indicates that it is water, but gives a strange reading. One of your crew members is a little dry from the dusty air and bends down, taking a drink of the water. You order them to stay away, but they have already taken a sip and tells you not to worry, as the stream really is water. Which crew member is this? Security or science? ladies and gentlemen, which party member drank from the water? Are they going to get sick? Are they going to get superpowers? Are they going to get that parasite that swims up your wee and rests in your bladder? The Amazon. Have you heard of that? A little worm. When you pee in the Amazon, there's a little worm that swims up your pee stream and goes inside your... Well, I suppose it could be a lady. Inside your bladder. And he sits there. I don't know what he does after that. But it's obviously not good. Okay. 100%. That's a kangaroo, and it's a fish. The guys in the red shirts, security, always drink the poison. And thanks for reminding me, that's a fish. Okay, the security officer was the one that drank. On the bank of the river is a natural-looking deposit of a yellow-coloured powder, which your scanner cannot analyse. Do you want to take some of this back to the ship for further analysis? Or ignore the powder? What do you take sample or ignore? This is a poll heavy, but these book streams are poll heavy, but this book is particularly poll heavy, isn't it? Oh, coffee. That's an hour and a half old. Oh. Very good. Very good. The PC place specifically mentioned working days, but I've been checking my emails every 5 minutes this weekend, just in case there's a little dispatch notification. Because it said up to 5 days. It said up to 5 days to dispatch. Up to 5 working days to dispatch. Tomorrow is the 6th day. Alright. 100%. 3 people say take sample. Other than this unusual powder, the planet seems to be totally barren. Continue or beam me up, Scotty. Hang on, here we go. Explore or beam me up. You have 1 minute to decide. Call them, say you want a refund. They'll expedite it quick like? I think so. I had help from, I'd prefer they take their time to assemble it properly than ship on time. Clotham! Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in. Welcome in. Overwatch 2, Clotham, or Cat as they prefer, is a cozy, chatty streamer from Down Under who loves Final Fantasy 14 and apparently dabbles in other games too. They're all about creating a safe space to hang out and chat with a focus on mental health. Catch them live for some laid-back gaming and good vibes. Thank you so much for the raid. Brought to you by Catnip. Oh, that cheeky sausage. Now listen, we're having some difficulty with frame rates, so I've turned my camera off and we're doing a PNG. So I'm going to bring you to the camera screen, and if the frame rate drops, I do apologise. Hello everybody, welcome in. Oh, I'm over here. I think my camera's moved. Welcome in. Thank you so much for the raid. And our Twitch partner as well. Everybody on your best behaviour. Best behaviour, everybody. Tell me, have the frame rates dropped already? Because if they have, I'll skedaddle. How was your stream? What was it? Overwatch 2? Overwatch 2, fantastic. And as was Catnip behaving themselves? Hello. Hello, Shemboy. Welcome in. I see you. Let me give you a follow. Hang on. How do I do this? How do I do this? The frames. Oh no. Okay. It's all good. It's all good. I'll go back to this screen because we're reading a book. We're reading a book. There you go. I've given you a little follow there. We're reading a book, and the frames are still dropping. Dear me. I'm sorry, your PC has some bad times. So actually, we were just actually talking about this. I've bought a PC, and it's on the way. And soon, these problems will be a distant memory, a fond memory. And we will look back to days like this. So I'm glad you've raided today, so you can experience this as one of the first, one of the OGs. I mean, I've been streaming for like 3 years, but you are one of the OGs. Oh Jesus, I will call you. And when the PC arrives, it will solve all of our problems, all of them. Anyone, put your problems in chat. Put your problems in chat. If you have problems, put them in chat. My PC will solve them when it arrives. Don't put your problems in my chat. Don't put your problems in my chat. They're your problems, not mine. My chat's for my problems, not yours. Anyway, we're reading a book today. Who remembers the fighting fantasy game books in which you were the hero? Did anyone else have them as a kid? They were written in the 1980s by Sir Ian Livingstone and Steve Jackson, and they were the co-creators of Games Workshop and the first writers of White Dwarf, the magazine that goes with Games Workshop. Now, they're not on that anymore, and they sold it on, obviously, but these books are slowly getting converted into these Steam purchasable games, and we're reliving them. Today we're doing a futuristic space one called Starship Trooper. No, it's not. Thank you very much for the stream. Thank you for the follow. Mutton. Hello, you cheeky sausage. Welcome in. And yeah, so hang on. What else? I should write a script for raids. Hello, I'm Bim94. I'm a mega famous Bannerlord YouTuber with a Clips channel as well. We've just finished a full Morrowind 20-part playthrough. We play all sorts. When the PC arrives, the channel, you know, I play games that my laptop allows. I go on camera when my laptop allows it. So currently we're reading books. And playing a game from 2002, which is what Morrowind was. But I stream Saturdays and Sundays at precisely 9 PM, and I'm forklift certified. I'm forklift certified. If I haven't impressed you enough, I'm forklift certified. 2 Twitch partners in chat. Extra best behavior, everybody. Please do not say fuck or bugger. Yeah, I'm not real. Brilliant. Bim unfiltered. Okay, so what we're doing, we're playing these books in which you are the hero. These books, if I didn't finish explaining it, forklift certified, exactly. Fucking bugger. I said don't. How do I, hang on, how do I ban? Because I've been looking for an excuse to ban you, Catnip, and I think that is... I have a friend who would be so excited about that forklift certification. So, the frame rates are going to drop, so I'm going to do this very, very quickly. But look at this. The transition, but also the little Lego... It's not Lego, it's like a $2 Kmart mini Lego brick forklift. But look at that. Sorry if the frame rates are disturbing. Oh, also, do you want to see someone?
I'm Jaquilin, and you're watching BIM94.
No, not her. This one.
Hi, my name's Mutton, and you're watching BIM94.
I just thought that those clips might be frame dropped as well. Anyway, these books, there's a right way and many wrong ways to play, because we're not just reading it. We're not just reading it cover to cover. We are choosing the way. And other than that, chat, we're going to poll every choice. So really, chat is playing the game. So if you play it wrong, I'm well in my rights to get angry at you, as it is not me. Is my one? Oh no, it's not. Catnip, you did one. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I forgot to add it. Oh no. been really killing the PC for more content for us, chat. Catnip, I'm so sorry. I will do it for next stream. I will do it by next stream because Catnip did one for me. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I got everyone else. Look, I got
From Casually Geeking in the
Casually
UK,
Geeking.
you're watching a public international broadcast of BIM94. Now back
got-
to the show.
with the eyes at the end. I got
Hi.
Mo.
I'm that British Mo, and you're watching BIM 94.
I got. Oh, it didn't happen.
Hi. It's the
Shaz
baddest bitch with the hugest dick, Aphrodite Shaz, and you're watching BIM.
and Urgy, but we talk about Urgy too much, so I won't play his clip. Is next stream with a new PC? I bloody hope so, Mutton. So I was just saying that I ordered the PC and it said up to 5 days. I'm obsessed. you do one. I've just met you, but you do one. If you want to film one for me, I'll feature you. Like I said I would Catnip. That gorgeous VTuber. Aphrodite Shaz. She's live now. What I like to say as well is lower your expectations. I have 2 young children and they like to interrupt the stream, and I sometimes go for an hour and a half and you can just watch the chair in the background as I'm not there. And so what I like to say is put me on the second screen, open up another tab for the main monitor, and do something. Put Aphrodite Shaz on the main monitor and keep me on the side monitor. And but keep Aphrodite Shaz muted, okay? And then when this stream starts to get you know, not your cup of tea, when this stream starts to wane, then you can click onto Aphrodite Shaz and then be there for as long as you want, and then occasionally check this stream, and then we may have progressed somewhere. That's my advice. Do something else whilst being here. This is definitely second screen content. You're on my primary monitor? No, that's too much pressure. That's not the energy I want, Catnip. That's too much pressure. I need to work for the primary monitor, and I don't have my camera on, and we're reading a book. Okay? I need a PC, I need to play Fortnite or something, and I need to have Fortnite on, I need to have the DVD screen, and I need to, thank you very much for that, and I need Subway Surfers on in the background as well. Sometimes BIM returns, exactly. So, with all of that out the way, thank you so much for the raid, Clovum. Clovum, that's what I'm going to call you now. Thank you so much for the raid, Clovum. But what we're going to do now is some what do's. When are we playing Fortnite together? That was a joke. That was a joke because actually no, I would play Fortnite. The only reason why I don't play Fortnite is because my laptop can't handle it. Yes, Clovum. So, Clovum, with no context. Actually, I'm not going to put this to the vote. You are going to choose this. Other than this unusual powder, the planet seems to be totally barren. Clovum, do you wish to continue exploring and turn to page 23? Or would you like to beam back up to the ship by turning to page 84? Clovum, this choice is up to you. There's no context to what we've just been up to. There's no... You're jumping right in at the deep end. What is it as the Twitch part as my favorite Twitch partner in chat? Let's explore. Page 23. You die. Continuing along the ravine, you find only rocky ground. Your portable scanner indicates nothing unusual beneath the surface. Climbing up the slopes, you are again hit by the rushing wind. Blowing up a dust storm, you decide to beam back up to the ship. You want to know what the powder is? We actually took a sample. Wait, she's going to beat you up. I know. I know. Okay, back in the ship. So these are normally medieval and magic and swords, but this is one of the only ones. I'm joking. You're my favorite Twitch partner in chat. I love these wrong choices. No, there's no wrong choices, only happy accidents. So this is like the only space one, but they're normally like medieval, but we're doing them in order, and there's like 20 of them so far. Back in the ship, the ore you have found on the planet is quickly converted to Delibrium crystal in the engineering section. You enter your report in the computer and use long-range scanners to probe for your next destination. Scanners indicate 2 likely stars ahead with planetary systems in orbit. One a bright purple star, and the other a double star. Twitch chat. Do we wish to travel to the former or the double star? That's not how you spell double, but I don't care. This is my stream. You have 1 minute to decide. The vote is free. You can do it on mobile. You can do it on desktop. Everybody has 1 vote. And if you 50-50 it, there will be punishments. If you do need to raid and run Clotham, do feel free. There's no obligation to stick around. I can tell you it only goes downhill from here. Doable. Do you want the doable star? The doable star. Oh, I'll have a doable star. If there was a star you could do, would you do it? I would. A doable star. Can you buy them? Let me Google what a doable star is. I'm going to go lay down for a bit. First stream back after so long. Oh, you had a break, did you? Well, congratulations on your first stream back. I'm excited to check you out. I need some bed rot time. It was lovely to meet you. It was lovely to meet you too. I was just typing the message. Got to do some TikTok rotting. Only uphill. No, downhill. Abyss. Welcome in. And yes, take care, Clove. I'll see you soon. Absolutely. Do you know when your next stream is? I'll check it out. Doable star. We're going to the doable star on page 40. Clove is also your housemate. Oh, no way. Thank you, that is very kind. Lovely to meet you all, chat. Enjoy the stream. I will make sure that they don't. We investigate the double star. You instruct your navigation officer to plot a course for the double star and give the order to engage warp drive. The ship speeds towards its destination. Fortnite horror maps. Is that a thing? Oh my god. Alright, definitely. Alright, I'll see you there. Suddenly, an excited voice comes through your intercom asking you to go down to the canteen. I don't know why that made me laugh. Suddenly, an excited voice comes through your intercom asking you to go down to the canteen. Dinner's ready. Like, oh fuck, these cookies are nice. Get down here. Get the captain. Oh Christ, here he is. As you reach the canteen, excited crew members rush towards you. Although they are all talking at once, you get the general gist of what has happened. One of the crew seems to have gone mad. They have been throwing trays of food around the canteen and fighting with the other staff. You open the door and find them being held in a corner by 3 security crew. Not an easy task. You recognize the troublemaker and guess what has probably happened. It is your security officer, the member of the landing party who took a drink on the barren planet you have just left. They are now full of rage, straining against their captors, a heavy sweat on their red face and neck. Seeing you, they calm down. Will you have them released and try to talk to them? Call for a sedative drug from the medical section? Or ask for a report on the planet and the samples you brought back, if you took any? These are your captain. Get these cookies. Holy shit. Okay. I'm just going to do option 1, option 2, or option 3. How are you, Rachel, by the way? I've not actually said hello to you properly. How are you? How's your weekend been? Streaming again tomorrow? I can't wait to see your face. Here it is again.
I'm Jaquillin,
No.
and you're watching BIM94.
Not that one. Not that one.
Hi, my name's Mutton, and you're watching BIM94.
There she is. No, this is not the same book as yesterday. Yesterday's book, we actually did it in one stream. We died once, and then we nailed it on the second attempt. That's never happened before. Do you remember playing... I know, Abyss, you were there. I remember. Do you remember playing the Citadel of Chaos? That literally took 6 streams. This one, The Forest of Doom, took 2. We're currently playing Starship Trooper. No. That's the movie. Starship Traveller, which is a space one. So the other books we've played on stream have been either written by Ian Livingstone or Ian Livingstone and Steve Jackson. This one is Steve Jackson only. So, and he's gone for a space, instead of a medieval fantasy adventure, he's gone for a space explorer. Call for a sedative drug from the medical section. Trek Wars, exactly. He mentioned the Force in the start of this book, and I'm sure you can't really do that in published literature. Copyright. The medical team arrive and prepares to administer the epidurals, the sedative. As they approach the prisoner, they lash out and crack one of the guards a nasty blow across the forehead. Throw 1 die. If you throw a 5 or 6, this is one of your security guards, and 3 points are deducted from their stamina. If you throw a 1, 2, 3, or 4, nothing is deducted, as this was not one of your named security guards. Named, so there's more crew, but only a few of them are named. We have the Starship Traveller, which is our spaceship, a science officer, engineering officer, medical officer, security guard 1 and 2, and they all have their own dice rolls and stats. But there's obviously more crew, so we want a 1, 2, 3, or 4, don't we? Let's do it. 1, perfect. Did Lou enjoy her walkies? My day was okay, just seeing my folks for dinner. Oh, lovely. You rolled a 1. Blood gushes out of the head wound, but we don't care because they are not one of our named crew, and they appear fine. After this incident, the medical team managed to administer the drug, and the enraged captive slumps to the floor unconscious. The unconscious captor is taken to the medical section where tests are run on them. Roll 2 dice. What's the medical officer's skill? The skill is 10. The medical officer's skill is 10. Equal or higher. Lower. So I actually don't know what is preferable. I think to pass a skill check, you have to roll under your skill level. But this particular choice may not necessarily be the one. It is a 10. The skill check has been passed. Oh, thank God. Okay. It sounds like it was good if you pass a test. After running several tests, your medical team discover a strange microorganism in the patient's bloodstream. Trying various antibiotics, they finally come up with an effective one and administer what they hope will be the cure. Sometime later, the patient wakes up with a terrible headache, but cured of their madness. You must now continue on your journey. How have we gone? We've already died once, and we've decided to go. Our first choice was 3 different ways, so I hope all 3 ways. Look how big this map is. This is going to be a long book. We're not going to get through this in one stream. You reset your onwards course. Yeah, I'm pretty proud of doing it in one stream. 1 3-hour stream. Purple Star? Purple Star or the Double Star? You have 1 minute to decide. Not with that attitude. Oh, Catnip. I'm so sorry I didn't add your clip to the roster. I'm so sorry. I completely forgot about that. I feel really bad. I will add it for next stream. And Clovum is your housemate. That's really cool. Don't stress. I am calm. Nobody panic. Nobody panic. Are we relaxed now? There you go, there's a spin whistle. So how are they really, now that they're not here, how are they really? Don't panic. 100% of Twitch, represented by 1 vote, says the purple star. Approaching the purple star, I nearly fell asleep. Scanners indicate that the second planet has an atmosphere ideal for life. You drop into... Oh, by the way, our spaceship fell through a black hole, and we're trying to find another black hole to get back to Earth. That's what we're doing. We're stranded, and we do have a clue. Oh, no, that was the previous playthrough. Basically, from memory, there's a black hole in sector 288, I think. I might have got that wrong. Half the reason I picked moving to Melbourne and not Sydney is because of Clovem. She's actually amazing. I don't trust your judgment, but I will check her out. And I'm excited too. You drop into orbit around this planet and scan the surface. There are strong indications of intelligent activity. Indeed, it is likely that the planet's civilization is further advanced than your own. Twitch chat. Are we going to beam down on the planet? Beam down or press onwards? You have 1 minute to decide. Oh, it's getting hot. It was 37 today or yesterday. That is too hot. It's got so... Yeah, beam me up, Scotty. It's got so hot that I'm not wearing my socks to bed anymore. My socks come off when I sleep now. I like wearing socks to sleep. It's comfortable. No more business socks. Exactly. I don't have the power, Captain. Hang on, I'm just checking that. People are sending me memes. I'm just checking them first. I got bored of the stream. I'm checking memes now. Oh yeah. Very good. It's not memes. It's TikToks of ladies. I'm joking. I'm joking. Beam down. 100% say beam down. You try an all-frequency broadcast several times but receive no messages in reply. Pick 2 crew members to enter the transmitter unit and beam down to the surface with you. So I always want the security officer and science officer. I think everyone else should stay... I mean, the science officer hasn't done anything to me, but he's on BIM Hub. I think the because I've got the first security guard and second security guard, but maybe they're expendable. Okay. The security officer can stay on the ship this time. First security guard and science officer. Hello. You have selected the following crew members to join you. First security guard and science officer. You materialize in a deserted street. Tall buildings on one side tower over you, while on the other side of the street, the buildings are small. Perhaps these are private dwellings. The architecture is alien, but no life of any kind can be seen. In the distance, ahead of you down the road, you can hear a whirring sound. Soon you can see a strange vehicle which seems to be heading towards you. It is a hovercar of some kind and is moving slowly. As you decide what to do, your translator picks up a sound. Over here, quick! You look around and see a man-sized, somewhat insect-shaped creature beckoning you into one of the small buildings. Will you follow him in? Or ignore him and wait for the vehicle? Let's... Hang on. What do? Follow or wait for vehicle? You have 1 minute to decide. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? What's happening? What do we want? Bim's voice acting is immaculate. No, I'm trying. I put my hand in front of my mouth and went. It was quite. What I did there was I used the physical aspect of my body to improve my voice. You see, not a lot of actors can do that, and I am not an actor. I wish I could. I wish I could, but I can only really do my voice, a Scottish voice, and every other voice ends up being Indian by accident. And I'm not sure if that's racist or offensive. Audio girl approved. I wish I could do. I was better at voices. 100% of Twitch said wait for vehicle. Wait for vehicle? Really? Okay. You wait until the vehicle approaches. It stops in front of you, and 3 strange-looking aliens dressed in armored uniforms spring out towards you. They are man-sized, but somewhat insect-like. You've said that before. With spindly limbs and large eyes. I have friends with spindly limbs and large eyes. They bark at you, and your translator interprets. Out after curfew. This is illegal. You are strange and ugly. Where do you come from? It's a Waymo, isn't it? You try to relay your story. You explain that you are from another planet and therefore know nothing of their curfew laws. It is illegal to be outside after curfew, says the leader. The penalty is extermination. Into the vehicle. Twitch chat. My goodness. What do we enter as they wish? Do we draw phasers as they wish? Or pretend to comply? You have 1 minute to decide. So basically, what is it? Enter the vehicle, draw phasers, or enter the vehicle. Is that the options? So hang on. This is silly. Enter the vehicle as enter as they wish. The penalty is extermination. I wonder if that's an instant game over. Draw your phasers and fire, or pretend to comply with their wishes and take them by surprise. What do? Out after curfew. Oh, it's a split vote. One says enter. They probably want the stream to end early so they can get on with their day. But 67% want to pretend to comply. Death to the space ants, I say. Exactly. Few more seconds left for some last minute votes. Pretend to comply. We're going to page 8. You walk up to the entrance door as if to climb into the vehicle. As you pass by the aliens, you signal to the others, and the 3 of you spring on them. This proves to be a rather fruitless exercise, as the 3 creatures are immensely strong. They fling you to the ground, but as you fall, you manage to grab the helmet off one of the aliens. It stops dead in its tracks, in a very artificial pose, as if some switch has suddenly turned it off. The leader grabs the helmet and replaces it on his colleague, who instantly springs back to life. You realise you will be no match for the creatures and climb into their vehicle as they have ordered. But your discovery may prove a useful clue in helping to escape from these PCs. What? From these PCs? What's a PC? But your discovery may prove a useful clue in helping to escape from these PCs. Oh my god, I just needed to read on for another second. As they call themselves. I'm such an idiot. If you proceed along certain ways, you will be called upon to make a skill roll. Your knowledge makes it likely that you will make the right move. 2 will be temporarily added to the skill of a crew member when rolling against skill, which is marked skill ***. Turn to page 317. As you enter the vehicle, it rocks from side to side. Your captors climb in and start the hover engine, swinging the car round the way it came. You travel for half an hour or so and finally stop outside a large round building. Other similar cars have stopped there as well, and numerous aliens are being led into the building. You are taken inside and put into a room which is evidently a cell of some kind. Along with 4 aliens. They seem resigned to the fact that they are about to be exterminated as part of a population control program. You cannot understand why they are so unemotional about their impending death. One of the uniformed creatures calls for your party. You will have to act quickly. I want to play D&D with you. You're so much fun. You don't mean that. You don't mean that. It's all a front. It's all a front. Will you fight your way out? Try to contact the ship? Or try to arrange to see someone in authority? I love Dungeons & Dragons. I played it in person as a teenager with my 2 friends, one of which I don't speak to anymore. Fights, contact ship, or speak with the manager. You have 1 minute to decide. And recently I played a one-shot D&D adventure with Mo, with Spud and CG in it as well, and that was so much fun. And I put on my so Baby Bim has this book, and there's a hippo in it, and I put on a voice for the hippo, and my character was a dwarf paladin, and I put on my hippo voice for the dwarf, and it was, and I say it was quite fantastic. The next time I have a bit of dialogue, I'm going to put on my hippo voice. It takes me a bit of time to warm up to it though, actually, because I really have to get into character, and like I have to loosen my mouth and get bigger, because a hippo is much larger than I am, and I have to. Oh, you 50-50'd it. So hang on. What you do? So you 50-50'd fight and speak with the manager. So we're gonna contact the ship, the only option that nobody voted for. You try your communicator, but can hear only static. Something in the building is jamming your signal. However, as you try the controls, you notice something strange. All the aliens you can see are motionless, like statues. Not the I wonder what you're talking about there. All the aliens you can see are motionless, like statues. You have discovered what may be a way to escape. You turn off your communicator, and the aliens come back to life. See, look, the options, you see, you choose the wrong options. Nobody voted for this way. And this is the right way. Following the guard, you turn down another corridor which leads to a large open room. Various armored guards seem to be directing civilians through a large open doorway at one end of the room, from which a dull red glow is coming. You are directed to the end of the line. Do you have your science officer with you? Yes, we do. If you have already tried to contact the ship, turn to 238. What do we do? Hang on. We have both of these options, so which one do we choose? This is going to have to be another poll. I don't know what. Normally, once we have done a certain path, it will be the only way forward. Science officer or option 2, because option 2 isn't contacting the ship again. Option 2 is literally if you have already tried to contact the ship. So what does that mean we do? Or do we just choose that we have our science officer with you? Should we bookmark it? Actually, you know what? Forget the poll. Forget the poll. I want to bookmark it. Let's bookmark it. 215. Okay. Let's just do the science officer. Let's do the science officer. Roll 2 dice. As this skill is a skill ##, your science officer skill score temporarily increases by 2 if the number rolled is equal to or less, which is good. Science officer. His skill is 11, or her skill. We need to roll under an 11. Okay, that's good. Passed. Your science officer has been observing the alien and has noticed that something is strange and not quite natural about them. He believes that these creatures may not be creatures at all. In fact, you are on a planet controlled by androids. Artificially manufactured robots made to resemble living creatures. He suggests you try setting your communicator to a jamming frequency, which you do. To your surprise, all the aliens in the room are suddenly frozen, as if time is standing still. While they are all transfixed, you quickly leave the room. I reckon that panicked me, but I reckon it didn't matter which we chose, because this would be the outcome anyway. So I think we're okay. You head for the center of the complex, dodging round the corridors so as to avoid the creatures. You try your communicator several times to reach the ship, but something is jamming the signal. You pass one room in which the walls are covered with electronic equipment. Perhaps this is the transmission room, transmitting the signal which is blocking your own signal to the ship. 2 aliens sit inside, but your attempts to contact the ship on your own communicator have turned them into statues. Entering the room, you play with the controls until eventually a signal comes back through your communicator from the ship. You give the order to beam up straight away. It will take several seconds to fix on your exact coordinates, and while you wait, you remove one of the aliens' helmets. Inside the helmet and the creature's head is a mass of electronic circuitry. You have been captured by androids. You keep the helmet for investigation on the ship, and moments later, the transmatter beam locks on to take you up. Turn to 269. Leaving orbit, you scan space ahead of you. There is a planet ahead, some 3.6 light years away, which may support life. You enter warp speed and head towards it. The electronics lab reports that the helmet you brought back was indeed an advanced piece of work. With a few adjustments, they will be able to prepare it so that when you wear it, your skill increases by 1 point. This will undoubtedly be useful. Borg! Now, I don't know, I've not seen that episode or series, but I've been told by a close mate of mine that I would particularly like the Borg situation in Star Trek. I should watch Star Trek. I know I'd like it. As you approach a medium-sized blue-green planet and take up orbit position, scanning the planet's surface reveals several clusters of intelligent life forms. You try to contact them, but nothing comes up on the radio. Will you beam down on the planet to investigate, or will you leave orbit and continue onwards? What do? The trouble is, Kat, being a nerd, being a geek, it's only recently become acceptable. When I was growing up, you'd get the shit kicked out of you. Continue onwards. That's one word, but let's just deal with it. Oh, I think I hear Baby Bim coming out. Hello, chicken. Hello, darling. What are you doing here? She just said, I don't know how to fall asleep. Ah, you could. Okay, everybody, I will be as quick as I can. I'm talking very loudly. Okay, oops. Okay, everybody, I'll run some ads and I'll be back as quickly as I can. Okay, 2 seconds. All right. Thank you very much for waiting, everybody. That was only a 15 minute break, better than the hour and a half we had the other time. Mum, back from the woods and didn't get wet. Raining hard now. Well, that was lucky. Well done. Well done.
Hi, I'm That British Mo, and you're watching BIM 94.
Ooh, there was a poll before I left, wasn't there? Will we beam down on the planet and investigate? Or will we continue onwards? Oh, it's been 50-50'd. Let's investigate. Let's investigate. Turn to 13. Pick 3 crew members to beam down with you. First security guard. Science. And ooh. I'm going to choose the medical officer. You land on the planet and look around. A thunderstorm is raging around you, and it is pouring with rain. You are standing on rocky ground, about 100 meters from what appears to be a village of some kind. 3 aliens, presumably villagers, are shuffling around about halfway to the village. But as you appear, they are startled and turn to face you. They are strange, podgy creatures with long necks and stumpy legs. One of the aliens turns and waddles off back to the village at what must be a running pace. The other 2 are advancing towards you with weapons, long pointed sticks, drawn. Will you wait for them to arrive, walk towards them to meet halfway, or make a dash for the village? Let us do a poll. Twitch chat, what do? What do? Wait, meet, or dash? You have 1 minute to decide. What do? Cat, welcome back. No, welcome in. Thanks for staying. Thanks for sticking around. This is what other streams don't offer. You have returned with the potatoes, Spud. I've literally just come back. This is the first poll. That's fantastic. Perfect time. 15 minutes, perfectly timed. How good's that? How good's that? Yeah, that's what other streamers don't offer. They don't offer random intermittent breaks dictated to by their toddlers. Here we go. Here we go. See, that's what the secret is, eh? Oh my goodness. I'll work tomorrow. 80% of Twitch say meet. Which is option 2, isn't it? It was wait, meet. Okay. They hold their ground and ready their weapons. They shout at you, and through your translator, you hear that they are telling you to remain where you are. Minibim can dictate the stream all she wants. Yeah. You may obey them and wait, or continue. So many polls. What do? We're getting there slowly. Obey or continue. That's not how you spell continue, but we're going to deal with it. I went to Woolies today. Other stores are available. And I wanted a can of Monster. Other energy drinks are available. And when I got there, it said 2 cans of Monster for $6. And that's alright. They're expensive. And I get them for $3 each. That's okay. That's okay. So I thought, okay, yeah, instead of, like, I don't know, what are they normally? $4.20 each. I'll get 2 for $3 each. Excellent. So I went over there, and on the other side it said a 4-pack for $8, and it got me. It got me. It got me. I ended up spending $8 on it. Instead of spending half that on one monster, I ended up spending double on 4 monsters. It got me exactly. I mean, I got 4. Oh no, Spud. Today has been a day. But you're right. I didn't say that, did I? Obey. Through your translator, you talk to them, explaining your mission. They are suspicious and hold you at bay with their weapons, but agree to take you to the village elder to talk. Bargain though, I know, right? As you enter the village area, other aliens shuffle towards you inquisitively. You are marched to a large hut in the center of the clearing to meet the village elder. You enter this hut and see a large, somewhat wrinkled alien squatting in a far corner. After you have exchanged introductions, you begin to question him. Will you ask him about the planet and its inhabitants? Or do you believe this primitive race can be of little help in your mission, but ask anyway their knowledge of astronomy? So what's the difference? What's the difference? Let's not speed this up. We must pace ourselves. Option 1 or option 2? You have 1 minute to decide. Yeah, absolute bargain. I love a monster. Monster, if you're watching, have your people talk to my people. I will accept a sponsorship. I'll drink any of their sugar-free stuff. Wait, what is our mission? So we have been sucked. Catnip, we have been sucked off through a black hole, and we are in a parallel universe. And our mission is to find a way back to Earth, which I think is via another black hole. So basically, we've done. Oh my god, we were way over here. Oh wow. So we did this before this stream, and we died. And on this route, we found out that there is a black hole in sector 288 or something like that, but we don't have that clue this time because we've gone a different route and there's nothing really we found out so far. And we all have goatees, yep, even the ladies. But we've gone full circle, haven't we? Sucked into a black hole again, yeah. We were sucked off through one, and we want to get sucked off through another one. What do we do? Option 1, ask about the planet and its inhabitants. The alien is quite a talkative creature and tells you that you're on the planet Kleber. First thing, hello Ash. That's why you tuned in. Don't lie. The alien is quite a talkative. Welcome in. Hello, how are you? And tells you that you are on the planet Kleber. On the surface of the planet, there are many villages of similar creatures. Their stage of cultural development seems to be approximate that of Middle Ages on Earth. They are an agricultural race. The weather on this planet used to be excellent, but bad weather has ruined their crops for several seasons. The weather is controlled by someone they refer to as the Rain Lord, who lives in a fortified castle 2 hours' journey from their village. The Rain Lord is, they believe, punishing them with this bad weather. As the crops have been failing, the village has been hit by famine and disease. If you have your medical officer with you, yes! You may offer to see what can be done for the sick. We may ask him whether they have any knowledge of astronomy, or offer to try and contact the Rain Lord. I think, okay, because we have the medical officer, we are doing this option. My D&D character, Katy Perry, her backstory is she's been sucked through a black hole during the end of her last show, and that's what she's... Gosh, 35 mil of rain in the last 18 hours. Rain Lord lives here. You're the Rain Lord. Your medical officer is taken to some of the huts to see whether anything can be done. So our medical officer's skill is 10. We need to roll under 10. Perfect. Conditions are very primitive. Your medical officer notices that many of the aliens have a fever and tries a drug which appears to bring their fever down. The aliens are grateful for your help. Your medical officer returns and complains of feeling unwell. Test your luck. Do you have whose luck? Or my luck? Test your luck. Okay, 12 or less. Lucky. The feeling soon passes and your medical officer recovers after a brief rest. You then decide what to do next. Okay, right, so that was a waste of time. We should not have helped the village. Never helped the village. Sounds right for KP. Can she play the flute though? Because in real life, she can't. But she tried. Do you remember that clip? I used to be a huge Katy Perry fan. And there's one point where she was pretending to play the flute. She was like lip syncing, playing the flute. And then she got the timing wrong. And it was obviously her pretending. Do you remember that? Legendary. Why pretend? No one cares if you can't play an instrument. No one cares if you can play an instrument, but no one... You don't get... It was for a special event, leave her alone. Continue voyage. Or offer or Rain Lord. Or Rain Man. Continue voyage or Rain Man. It was for the bit, was it? I don't think so. Bully Katie about literally killing a nun? No. I don't believe that. Katy Perry killing nun. Katy Perry lawsuit. Nun involved in property row dies in court. When the hell was this? I didn't hear about this. She actually died in the courtroom? What? Katy Perry lawsuit. Nun involved in property row dies in court. A nun embroiled in a property dispute with singer Katy Perry collapsed and died during a court hearing on Friday, US media report. Sister Catherine Rose Holzman was 89. She was one of the two nuns locked in a legal battle with Perry in LA Archdiocese over a former convent in the city. Perry agreed to buy the property for 14.5 million, which is 10.4 million pounds in 2015, but the deal turned sour when the former residents objected. Sister Catherine Rose and Sister Rita Callan said that they were uncomfortable handing the convent to its 8 surrounding acres over to the star, whose sometimes provocative hits include I Kissed a Girl and You're So Gay. You're so gay and you don't even like boys. You don't even like. A great song. Oh dear, well, that's a shame. It's really complicated. Avril was. Do you know what? I've started listening to Avril Lavigne again. It's amazing. It's amazing. Because Avril Lavigne was also the drummer. I've been listening to it recently, and I've had it on full blast with Baby Bim in the car. She absolutely loves it. Wait, what? Those are some of the least controversial things about KP. Oh dear. I was a huge fan circa 2015. And I'm probably a bit out the loop. I was a huge fan, and I dropped off around the time of the Russell Brand divorce. And what album was it where she released a song, You're Gonna Hear Me Roar? What's that song called? Around that time is when I sort of dropped off. Grew up. That's the time I grew up. What are we doing now? Hang on. Rain Man. It's literally called Raw, okay. Following their directions, you head towards the hills to visit the Rain Lord's castle. After some 15 minutes walk, you see a large building in the distance, and it takes you another 15 to reach it. Evidently, a walk which takes you half an hour would take the aliens much longer at their sluggish place. Prism was her best? Nah, that's Teenage Dream. Evidently, yes, you reach the gate and can see an armed guard barring the way. Will you draw your phasers and shoot at the guard, or continue the gate and talk to the guard? What do? I still feel Smile is their best written album. I don't think I've. Is that one of the newer ones? Because I don't know that one. What do? Like, she put so much of herself in that album, and then 143 make me really sad. Draw phasers, spelt correctly, thank you, Bim, or talk. Draw phasers or talk. Her second album. Oh, her second to last album. Okay, no. 143 is the latest. Yeah. You're so gay and you don't even like. How did the rest of the song go? And you don't even like. You make me feel like I'm living a teenage dream. Skin tight jeans. Gosh. What do? We're playing a space game. 100% say talk. Talk. Last Friday night. The guard sees you and flurries into action, raising its head into the air. It lets out a shrill whistle. Seconds later, you look up to see that you are surrounded by alien guards, all with weapons pointed at you. You decide it best to surrender to them. You are escorted into the castle towards a central keep, apparently the nerve center of the castle. You explain that you wish to meet the Rain Lord. One of your guards goes off to the keep and comes back some moments later. Another group of guards comes over to take you inside the keep. There he is. That's exactly how I imagined him. Katie Trick. Tricky Perry. As you enter, your eyes widen. You are not in the Great Hall, or perhaps some stateroom you had been expecting, but in a large computer complex. The walls are lined with sophisticated control panels covered in gauges. Ash, this is how I imagine your workstation is. When you said that you've got 7 monitors, this is what if it's not this is you. Ash, this is you. Control panels covered in gauges, dials, and indicator lights. In the center of the room, behind a large screen flanked with a number of keyboards, sits a human figure. As you approach, this figure turns round on his chair. Aha! Our intruder. Oh no! He's a computer nerd, isn't he? What's his voice? Oh, our intruders. Chuckles the small man sitting at the controls. Perhaps they may be able to help with our little problem. Most of mine are on a height adjustable monitor, arms, and in landscape, not portrait. Ooh, landscape. Oh yes, that is normal, isn't it? The man calls himself Branzel. Branzel. The little man calls himself Branzel. You introduce yourself and tell him your story. I may be able to help, says Branzel, if you are able to help me first. He goes on to explain that many years ago, he was an interstellar trader carrying a cargo of sophisticated planet-controlled computers to Gleaner 3 in another sector of the galaxy. His warp drive failed and he was forced into orbit round this planet. He was able to contact Gleaner 3 to explain the delay, but they would take no excuses and cancelled the order. Thus, he was left with his cargo and no buyer. Facing financial ruin if he returned home, he decided to settle on the planet. Through his advanced knowledge, he was quickly hailed as some sort of god by the inhabitants, who built him a castle in which he could set up his planet control equipment. Since then, he has indeed acted as god and, by his own account, a benevolent one at that. However, some time ago he discovered a malfunction in the weather planning system, which meant that he no longer had control over the weather. As the climate was normally very damp, the years of fine weather he had provided for the benefit of the inhabitants' crops had resulted in huge reserves of rain being stored in the planet's clouds. As soon as control was lost, a torrential downpour started. If you have a knowledge of planet control systems and can help me get back control of the weather... I imagine he's got a cold. I'm sure the computer's knowledge of astronomy will be able to help you get back to your own universe. That's his voice. The second one promises the little man. Your science officer would be really useful in this situation. If your science officer's with you, yes, he is. Throw 2 dice. What's the science officer's skill? Science officer's skill is 11. I acted myself. Now I have a cold. Bim will misalign the dianthium crystals and we'll all be doomed. Okay, 11 or less. Good. Passed. Your science officer takes a dump. It's all coming up, Millhouse. Someone said that to me today. Did they? It's coming up, Millhouse. Who said that to me today? Someone said that to me today. No, they didn't. I haven't spoken to anyone. Huh. Okay. I don't know what happened. Your science officer takes a dump of the weather control program back to the ship to try to analyze it on the ship's computer. It has been written in a strange language, but the computer is able to give some insight into this logic patterns. No, I actually mean, I thought I heard it, like, through my ear holes. But maybe I just read chat and I thought I was listening to chat. Your officer alters it slightly and runs the modified program. Within a few moments, the rain dies down. Branzel is delighted and offers to use his computer to search for a suitable black hole to transport you back to your own universe. The computer locates several such black holes. Unfortunately, it cannot distinguish between them, but it is able to tell you that you will have to travel towards it at warp speed 3 to effect the transfer successfully. You thank Branzel for his help and beam back aboard the ship. We have to travel at warp speed 3. Okay. Do we have that as a clue? Travel at warp speed 3 to enter black hole. Okay. DeepSeek AI Pro. You leave orbit and probe with your scanners for likely destinations. Some 3.3 light years away, is a large red planet which you can head towards. So I think we made it further. But there's a clue on this branch that there's a black hole in sector 288. I think it's 288, but I might be wrong. Max Ultra. You switch to warp drive and head towards the red planet. As you reduce from warp speed, you approach a small grey planet. Will you investigate this? Or continue to the original destination? Resistance is futile. Grey planet? That's not spelled planet. Or red planet. I'm having some spelling issues, but don't worry. Don't worry. It's okay. Your biological and technological essence will be added to our own. What is this? Is this Star Trek referencing? We will achieve perfection. I feel like you're quoting something because this is not a normal conversation. Oh, someone put a vote in. There you go. Thank you. Very good. Oh, Jesus. I'm looking at a video of food, and it's a burger, and there's a croissant in the burger. Borg. Ah, yeah, you spoke about that before. That's awesome. Poor Bim. Wait, pull over. Grey Bolanet. Ooh. The planet. That's not our spaceship, is it? Crashed? Bim, are you seriously scrolling this? Well, that's what. I'm not on camera, so it doesn't matter what I'm doing, does it? His universal translator is malfunctioning. No, I wasn't scrolling. I was scrolling. The planet appears to have no life on it, but scanners detect some sort of activity, perhaps the regular workings of a machine. You decide to investigate and send out a party in a recon plane to see what is happening. They pilot the plane to the area of the signal and land on the planet. It is rocky and barren, but not far from where they have landed, they find a scout ship of a type they have never come across before, crashed into the surface. Will you tell them to investigate it further, or tell them to return to the ship? What do? Okay, Bim, I need to head off to bed. No, you don't. That's the beautiful thing. You have free will. Investigate or return. You have 1 minute to decide. You don't need to go to bed. You don't have to. Who's forcing you to? Stay here. Stay here with your friends. It's 11:30. It's early. Bim's mum making scones. Oh, delicious. I can't wait for you to get here, Mum. Your cooking is fantastic. Well, you see, I work for the Borg. Cat's heading to crew quarters until third shift. No, good night, Catnip. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for the raid suggestion as well. It was lovely meeting... what's her face? Clovum. I can't wait to watch Clovum tomorrow during her Fortnite stream. 100% say investigate. Let us investigate then. They can find no signs of the pilot. Perhaps he has died or is killed in the crash. An automatic signal, probably the type of Mayday call, is being transmitted by the ship's radio. There being nothing else to see on the planet, your crew return to the recon plane and fly back to the ship. So what's the point of that then? I am 7 out of 9 tertiary adjunct of Unimatrix 01. Very good. Landing the recon plane, the party make their way to the briefing room to report to you. As they relate their findings, you are interrupted suddenly with an urgent message. Captain, we've lost 3 of our engineering personnel who were involved with docking the recon plane. They are all dead. What will be your first command? What happened? Okay, now, good night, good night, good night. 7 out of 9. Perfect score. The poll. I'm trying to fathom what's happened. So what? Engineers. How did they die? We've lost 3 of our engineering personnel who are involved with docking the recon plane. They're all dead. But the landing... Oh, wow. What happened to them? Have they turned malicious? Okay, option 1, option 2, or option 3. You have 1 minute to decide. Go. What do you think? We're halfway there? I think we're over halfway there. Unless we start coming back round on ourselves. I feel like there's so many options and choices where we have missed. I hope there's not been many crucial ones that we've missed. What are we thinking? What are we thinking? It's been 50-50'd. If you 50-50 it, we choose the option that hasn't been selected. There's 3 options. You 50-50'd option 1 and option 2. Oh, good at the last minute. Okay, option 1, with 67% at the last second, put the landing party into quarantine in the medical section. The landing party are rushed off to the medical section for observation, but they appear to be fit and healthy. Meanwhile, you receive another report. 3 more crew members have mysteriously dropped dead, this time in the engineering section. You need to roll dice for each of these crew members, as one of these may be your engineering officer. Okay, I don't know what we want. A double 1, a double 6, or anything else. Okay. Roll 2 more dice. What the hell? I don't know what we want. Roll yet 2 more dice. Your science officer reports to you with a suggestion. What's their skill? The science officer. My science officer skill is 11. Passed. He suggests you seal off the docking bay, as it seems apparent that a poison of some kind has been brought back to the ship in the recon plane. No doubt the landing party are not effective, as they were wearing EVA, extra vehicular activity suits. You agree to give the command. You also have the areas of the engineering lab which have been affected sealed off. Quickly, the crew seal off the affected area so as to prevent the spread of this unknown killer. No more deaths are reported. Using the EVA extravehicular activity suit, your medical officer examines the body of one of the victims. They find that the man has been poisoned. The planet below must have some sort of poisonous gas in the atmosphere, and this is how you've been carried back to the ship. And this has now been carried back to the ship. Will you get the medical officer to search for an antidote and treat the crew? Or evacuate the air from all the affected sections? This is actually quite... I like these. In the other games, it seems to be very much, for no reason or context, go west, or for no reason or context, go east. Make up a 50-50, flip a coin. These are actual conundrums. These are good choices. This book is well written. These choices, or... Wait. Antidote. Work on an antidote or evacuate the air. Phlox is going to have kittens. You have 1 minute to decide. I hope the PC's here for next weekend's stream. We always rely on the doctors in Trek. Is that his name? Phlox? Here we go. About 30 seconds left. This is a chill stream, isn't it? Oh, you 50-50 did. Get out of here. I command you to put another vote in. I'm joking. It's okay. We got this. 50-50. I will make the decision then. Let's evacuate the air. You give the instruction to evacuate all air from the affected area, and all crew within the area are instructed to wear EVA, extravehicular activity suits, as they will be in a vacuum. Gosh. The air is pumped out into space, and half an hour later, fresh air is introduced. Your science officer checks this new air, and it is found to be poison-free. Back on the bridge, you set your course ahead. You set your course. Ahead of you are 2 planets. Weren't we aiming for the red planet? Oh, actually, there's more things here. What do? Option 1, option 2, or option 3? This is quicker for me to write these questions like this. Option 1, head for the large red planet. Option 2, head to a blue planet. Option 3, you may head to a small, fast-moving spot which shows signs of life. What do? What do indeed? What would you do? What would you do? I can't wait for the PC. I can't wait. Can you... The audio bar is very, very low. Can you hear the music? I'll have it on full. There you go. Option 3. Option 3. The fast-moving spot. You head out into space with scanners probing ahead of you. A small, fast-moving dot comes within range. As you approach it, you identify it as another ship. You send out an all-frequency radio message, and soon an alien face appears on your screen. The face is brown, scaly, and somewhat reptilian, and introduces itself as Commander Mkmal of the Imperial Ganzig Confederation. Have you come across the Imperial Ganzig Confederation before? I think we did on the previous playthrough, but we have not on this one. Mkmal declares that you are trespassing in Confederation territory and claims you as a prisoner. He instructs you to follow his ship to a nearby starbase. Will we accompany him? Or will we refuse to be captured? Twitch chat, what do? Accompany him? Or refuse? You have 1 minute to decide. This is the stargazing soundtrack. What's another one we can do? Oh no, a stalking danger. This is stargazing. That might be too loud. I'll keep it here. No, too loud. There you go. I'll keep it here. I was on the wrong bloody soundtrack. We're saying refuse. Very good. Refuse to be captured. The Ganzigites. The Ganzigites. The Ganzigites warn you that the refusal to comply with their orders will force them to open fire. Do you want to change your mind and decide against a battle, allowing Mkmal to take you to his starbase, or fight them? Let's fight them. Ship-to-ship combat. So we need to roll under an 11. Good. Now, it doesn't matter because it's 12. Okay. They miss. We hit. Now we want to roll higher than a 10. Just 2 damage for double damage. Okay. 9. Yeah, they miss because they've rolled higher than their skill. 6. Yep, we've rolled lower than our skill, so it's good. Oh, do it again. 8. 4 damage. Excellent. We need that again. Oh no! Ah, I accidentally re-rolled it, and now they've hit us. 2 damage. 7, good. We need to roll higher than a 4. Excellent. They're dead. Vera Foul, thank you so much for the raid. Hello, welcome in. Vera, is Vera here? Vera! Oh my goodness. Hang on. Oh, it's Vera. Oh, you changed your name, didn't you? You changed your name. Oh my god, I didn't even know you streamed. Vera's your go-to for cozy art vibes and medieval mischief. They're currently on a Kingdom Come Deliverance kick, bringing that historical flair to their Inktober drawings. BIM94 lol. Expect book illustrations, silly animations, and a whole lot of good vibes. Grab your sketchbook and join the fun. Welcome in Lothloree. Welcome in Surprise. Vera. Welcome in. We felt it in our Vera today. I felt it. It was your second stream. No way. Oh my goodness. Everybody give the famous Vera a follow. Let me do that on my clunky keyboard. We're having problems with... Hello everybody. My name is BIM94. We're having problems with frame rate today. So... Yeah, I'll just give it a little follow. So I'm PNG tubering today. But... okay, the frames may shit itself again, but I'm going to come on camera. Hello everybody. Welcome. Thank you so much for choosing me for the raid as well. I hope your second stream went well. My goodness. Where's the Vera song? I want the Vera song. Oh, no, that's not you. I think we should listen to the Vera song. We have to. Oh, I've buggered up. I've buggered up the stream now. Vera! Thank you for the love. Good to see you. It's good to see you too. I'm so excited that you're streaming actually. Okay, I've got you on pop out. No, I haven't yet. Whisper. I'm trying to pop up. Hang on. How do I... Jesus, I got no idea. Block. No, I don't want to block you. Pop out. Oh, here we go. We're in business. Okay. Let me know if the frame rates are dropping because I'll come back. But this is all a thing of the past. I've ordered a PC, and all of these issues will be... No, I'll try not to block you. All of our issues will be a thing of the past because the PC will solve all of our problems, yours included. Looking good? Oh, fantastic. Thank you. Let me give you a spin whistle because that made me happy. Don't block Vera. You're putting ideas in my head now. Whisper Vera. Here we go. And let me turn the music off. Because we're playing a book today. Who remembers the fighting fantasy game books from the 1980s and onwards? Because we're playing a book. A choose-your-own-adventure book. A choose-your-own-adventure book in which you are the hero. Where did you go? Vera. Oh, you're here. Are you ready for one of the best songs ever, by the way, that is written about our friend Vera here? Here we go. You're going to enjoy this. Cam stuttering? Okay, back to the game. Let's listen to it and play. If you defeat the Ganzakis, turn to 185. You now have two options. There's a large grey planet some 2.7 light years away, or you may approach a small planet a short distance ahead at light-sub speed. I can't play while this is playing. Up it goes.
I feel it in my Vera. Vera.
Such a good song.
She cast a spell and now I'm wetter than Chimera. Spray that mist, you licentious queen, my steps.
Spray that mist.
This man beaming obscene, oh gods above, I'm feeling quite queer. I feel it in my Vera. She rolled a nut 20 on Make Them Blush. Gay nights clash with a velvet crush. Sergie's tied up in a barbed web string.
I love it so much.
I can't feel my ding-a-ling. A paladin weeps with emotional grace as Vera paints tears on his battle-scarred face. He falls to his knees, heart in decay. Then she honorary sprays him into total cliche. Irish folk in the background moan. A mandolin humps a xylophone. Eurovision elves all grind. And someone screams, I've lost my mind.
I love it. It's so good. It's so good. I despise Jennifer. Yeah. It's because Urgy touched it. That's why we like it.
She smites my pants like a gauge.
I should have it on this bit.
Rush so fine and line so
I should have it here.
bold. The dragons now buy and I've been sold. My spell slots are gone and my pants are near it. 'Cause I feel it in my Vera. Vera, the horny spray has reached critical levels. I thought it was just body spray, but now the whole tavern's grinding to sea shanties. She painted the gay knight kissing a mimic chest, and it moaned back. This is art. This is war. This is Eurovision, bitch!
It's so good.
Vera, 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 Vera. Oh gods, I feel
And it moaned back.
Vera, 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 Vera. Even the
So good.
dice are gay. Roll initiative in mascara. Spray it wide. You horny freak. Even the paladins getting weak. The final boss turned out to be her mirror. Oh, even the lich is like, I feel it in my Vera.
Spot on. 10 out of 10. I love it so much. Thank you so much for the raid, Vera. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I'll have to check your VOD out. And thank you for this. No, Vera. Thank you for this. Thank you for this. So, for those of you that don't know, my name is Bim94. I'm mega famous on YouTube with my Bannerlord playthroughs. And I also have a Clips channel where we've just completed a 20-part Morrowind playthrough. And now, before my new PC arrives, which I literally don't mention, is we're playing a book. We're playing a book, The Fighting Fantasy Adventures in which you are the hero, a choose-your-own-adventure story. But this time, the way I do it is I make chat choose the outcome. That way, if we go wrong, I rightfully get to yell at you. I can legally yell at you. Thank you for being my first raid ever. No, wait, isn't Urgy live? Didn't I see him live? And you chose me? I don't believe that. That's amazing. Amazing. It's history. So also, this is history as well, isn't it? Your first ever raid. Oh, how lovely. How lovely. When is your next stream? What's your schedule like? What were you doing? Art, it said. How was your stream? Did Vera, did the good people show up? And Inquisition Scout 93. How was Vera? Be honest. I'm sure she was fantastic. I hope you played your song. Of course we did. Of course we did. Fantastic. 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 Right, while we're chatting, I'll get the next poll up. What do... We now have two choices. Oh yeah, so every chat you're gonna have a 1 minute countdown. So it's free to vote. You can do it on mobile, you can do it on desktop. Everybody gets a vote, and I do what you say. I do what you say. I'm gonna art and have cozy times with good people on Sunday at noon CET. I did not play my song. You weren't feeling it in your Vera? 75% of the entirety of Twitch want to go to the Demall planet. Demall planet, we can shop there. How funny. How funny. So I'm not sure what we're sort of between playthroughs at the moment. We've just finished Morrowind, because that's what my laptop permitted me to play. And we're not using a camera tonight because my laptop says no. But the PC should arrive this week, and then we can play whatever we want. Fortnite, GTA, Paint. 75%. We're going to the closest small planet. You take up orbit position around a small planet circling a large red star. Scanners indicate that the planet is probably devoid of life. The surface is hot and volcanic, just like Vera. Will you beam down and explore? Okay, this sounds dangerous. So what we're doing, these books are normally medieval with magic and swords and goblins, but this one is actually a space one where we are we're the captain of a spaceship and we have a crew, and we've been sucked off through a black hole, and what we need to do now is find another black hole that will suck us off so we can return to Earth. So we've got a little map here. It's not really a map, it's just a map of our choices. We did this. We died once already, and we went a different route this time, and now we're here. Do you want to beam down and explore the hot volcanic surface, which will probably kill us like last time, or leave? You have 1 minute to decide. You can die. Yeah, literally. The whole point of these books is to retry. So there's our first choice here was 3 different options. Now we're exploring 2 of them, and every other option there's other options, and you pick up clues and items. And we've done it before where you can literally reach the end of the book and you get to the finale. We've done it before. There was a maze, a Trial of Champions, it was like the Triwizard Tournament, and we got all the way to the end gate. Like we won it, and we got to the gate, and the games master was like, okay, you needed to have collected 3 keys. And we're like, oh. And we had collected 2 keys, but we hadn't collected the 3rd. So it was like, okay, you've gone through the Trial of Champions, you've defeated everything, but you didn't collect all the keys, so you're going to be stuck here forever. So we won the game, but we lost it. You want to beam down? Do you know what I'm going to do? Should I bookmark it? I'm going to bookmark... I'm not going to bookmark it. We're going to beam down. Pick 2 crew members to beam down with you. I want... definitely the science, engineering or medical. Let's do the engineering. You leave the ship and reappear on the surface of the planet. The heat is tremendous, and the cooling systems within your EVA suits must work at maximum. It's okay, everybody. It's okay. The surface of the planet is volcanic, and small eruptions in the ground around you spray out molten lava. Will you scan for signs of life, look more closely at an erupting volcano, or return to the ship? Twitch chat, you've got 1 minute to decide. Let me just set it up. I'm going to do it because it's quicker for me to type this. Option 1, option 2, or option 3. You've got 1 minute to decide. Vera, if you do need to raid and run, I completely understand. You are under no obligation to stay. Your chat do have to stay though. But you, as the streamer that raided, you do not have to stay. You can raid and run if you need to. I think we're in an ad break anyway, so you can't hear me. So It's all good anyway. It's all good. Oh my goodness. I think we should probably end soon. Very good. Very good. Yes, got to look about. I have to pack for my vacation. Oh, fantastic. Fantastic. Where are you off to? Where are you off to? Where are you going? How long for? What's going on? Who are you going with? 100% say option 1. The extreme temperature on the planet prevents your scanner from functioning properly. There will be no way of telling whether or not life exists here. Continue further on foot, or abandon this inhospitable planet and return to the ship. Inhospitable, so there is no life. The scanners say that it doesn't work, but the game is telling us that it is inhospitable. Option 1 or option 2, you have 1 minute to decide. Have a great stream and enjoy the adventures. Thank you so much, Vera. I hope to see you soon. I'll see you next week, hopefully, during your next art stream with good people. That means no Urgy. Good. I'm joking, we like Urgy. Look, here he is here.
Hi, my name is Urgy, and you are watching BIM.
Amazing. I'm going to the Netherlands tomorrow with my bestie to visit Efteling. We will be there for a couple of days and then go to a huge ass board game convention in Western Germany. Oh my god, that's amazing. That's amazing. I love that. Okay, so we 50-50'd that as nobody voted. So what we're going to do is we're going to explore further on foot. Your party approaches the rim of a large crater. Looking cautiously over the edge, you peer down into a pool of molten rock. The heat is unbearable. Suddenly, the ground behind you ruptures and the rock under your feet crumbles, causing you all to lose your balance. You need to roll a skill checks for each of the party. Who will you choose first? The engineering officer. And his engineering officer, or her, is 12. 12 or under 9. Perfect. Passed. Your crew member manages to keep their balance. Now the science officer, which is 11 skill. Very good. Oh no! Oh, I didn't. Oh my goodness! I keep re-rolling the dice there. Whoops. Now it's your turn. What's my skill? 12. It's okay. We have all passed. The disturbance nearly causes you to fall forwards over the rim to your death. Thankfully, you manage to regain your balance. You decide to beam back to the ship straight away. I'll be looking out. See you all. Thank you so much, Vera. I will catch you next time. Well done for your streaming. Well done. I'm proud of you for starting. That's so exciting. The start of your streaming journey. You'll be partner next year. You contact the ship and instruct them to beam you up. You arrive back in the transmatter unit, glad to have left the inferno below. You return to the bridge. Your nearest destination is a large grey planet some 2.3 light years ahead. You set course and enter warp speed, dropping out again a short distance from this planet. Sensors indicate that you are travelling past a large spaceport some distance to starboard. If your ship is damaged, you may wish to dock for repairs. We do have 7... yeah, let's do that. As you approach the spaceport, you receive a confused message warning you not to dock. You try again to contact the spaceport, but receive no reply. Risk continuing? Let's do it. You dock at the spaceport and head through the airlock to the command center. Do you wish to take any crew members with you? 1, 2, 3, or no? I will take 3. I want the engineer, the medical, and the science. As you walk around the complex, you pass creatures of various alien races. Curiously, you notice that they all appear to walk with difficulty and shrink away from you as you approach, spluttering and stumbling as if in some sort of daze. At the command center, you meet the port commandant. He is disheartened by your presence and explains that a resilient strain of a microorganism has infected the spaceport and the infection is widespread. He can send his engineers to attend to your ship, but you'll have to provide them with EVA, extravehicular activity suits, and destroy these suits afterwards. You agree. Your ship's weapon strength and shield scores are restored to their initial levels. You leave the spaceport as quickly as possible. Oh dear. You set off again towards the large grey planet, but have your landing party contracted the infection. You'll need to throw some dice to check. You're up first. So look, we don't know what we need. 5. Oh no, we do! It says... You're infected. I could have re-rolled it. Damn. I'm infected. 5 or 6 is infected. Okay. Not infected. Medical officer. Not infected. Science officer. No! Not infected. It's not cheating if it's a feature in the game. Thankfully, it does not appear that any of your crew are infected. You continue your journey. I'm infected. I literally rolled a 5. Why didn't it say... Okay, that's weird. You take up orbit position round the large grey planet and scan the surface. There are possible radio signs of intelligent life, and you try an all-frequency radio message. Sometime later, a message comes through and you transfer it to the screen. A grey-coloured alien with a tiny round mouth and flattened nose appears and introduces himself as Ktate of the Melini mining post. You introduce yourself and tell him of your mission. You learn that Melini is a mining planet, mining melanite, a valuable mineral ore. He invites you down to the planet and suggests your crew may well be interested in a visit, as the contests, sporting events arranged for the entertainment of the miners, are in full swing. He gives you coordinates for beaming down, but interference distorts the message and you cannot be certain whether he gave you 223.473.85 or 223.473.83. You ignore? I'm going to go to the 0.5. I reckon 0.5 is more believable. Sorry, 0.85 is more believable than 0.83. Pick 2 members to join you in beaming down. Let's do medical and science. You dematerialize and appear again on the surface. Looking around, you find that you are in some open-air enclosure of some kind with dome-shaped buildings behind you. The noise of a siren pierces the air, and from the dome run 3 aliens similar to Ktate with weapons drawn. Let's allow them to approach you and see what they want. They run up to you and surround you. You explain that you've been invited down by Ktate, but they have never heard of him, and grab you, taking your phasers. They seem to be some kind of security guards. They escort you to a detention room and lock you in. The walls of the room. The walls of the room you are in are bare, and there appears to be no door in the doorway, but the boot which you toss at the doorway bounces back, confirming your suspicion that you are imprisoned within the room by an invisible energy sheet. Sometime later, guards return with a supervisor who asks whether you are going in for the contests. Will you tell him that you're going in, or make him listen to your story? You pass a skill check. The guards find your story highly implausible. Cutting you off mid-sentence, they briskly shove you out into the corridor. Under armed guard, you are taken to a waiting room and left with several other competitors. Will you ask them more about the contests? Ask them, the contests. The contests are organised annually on Melini to provide amusement for the mine workers. They are an assortment of athletic events testing all aspects of skill and endurance. The aliens you are with are entered in the Cock test. Cocks are semi-intelligent, rapid-flying beasts with long, razor-sharp beaks. On Melini, they are considered dangerous pests. Your roommates will be armed with phasers and will try their luck against the Quazen, 30 to 40, of cat cocks. Winning means both freedom and generous rewards of melanite. Ooh. Let's wait to see what games we're entered in. The guards escort you to another room where you are instructed to change into tight-fitting uniforms. You are given sturdy helmets to wear and a choice of strange weapons. The guards will tell you nothing of your event that lead you from the room down a tunnel. Your heart sinks as you emerge from the tunnel. You stand in a vast arena and the alien cheers are deafening. In the center of the arena is a large, dark manslayer robot, heavily armed. The door behind you slams shut and the manslayer advances. Evidently, you must defeat this robot before it kills you. The robot is made up of 3 large body sections, so you and your crew will need to fight it 3 times in order to completely defeat it. You will each take part in a separate combat. It is time to fight. Oh, but look, as soon as any blow is landed, so we need to do this hitlessly. But how does combat work for... Okay, it's normally now. Okay. Okay, so we hit the robots. What? The manslayer robot has a toughened plasti-metal armor which is resistant to your attacks, although it is vulnerable at certain locations. After every attack round, you must roll 1 die. If you roll a 5 or 6, a weak spot has been found and 1 stamina point is deducted from the robot. If you roll a 1, 2, or 3 or 4, you have hit it on its armor and caused no damage. Remember, you must dismantle 3 large body sections to completely destroy the robot. Jump back into the fight. Okay, I got this. No. Okay. We can only do it like 3 times. Okay, fair enough. Fight! Okay, good. Now it's... There you go. 1 damage. Okay, next one. Okay. No. God, I've got to do this 3 times. This is crazy. There you go. Fantastic. Perfect. Come on. 1 more hit. Oh gosh, that's not good. Oh no, it is good. Yes. Okay. If you defeat this section of the manslayer, yes. The manslayer is crippled but still able to fight. It charges forward. Your medical officer dives into action. As non-security staff, they have a skill offset of -3. Okay, so we need to roll 3 or higher. God damn it. We have a lot of stamina though. What? We just damaged it. Hold up. I'm not understanding this. Okay, another. Okay, perfect. Perfect. 1 more hit. Nice. All 6s. This is easy. Okay, next one. Your science officer steps up to make the final few blows, assuming they can find its weaknesses. The mass is now severely damaged, but still attacks with menace. Finish the fight. Nice, I did the maths just in time there. Okay, next round. Nope. There you go. Oh, perfect. Easy. This is easy when you can sort of cheat like this. It's not cheating. If it's a feature in the game, it cannot be cheating. Let's sort of bounce the dice. Okay, fair enough. Why? It shouldn't let me do that. So it doesn't matter who gets the hit in. We're always going to have this yellow dice. I think that's got to be a glitch. Now's the only time we should be able to hurt it. Not when it hurts me. But we did it anyway. The crowd roars as the robot topples and crashes to the ground. You are led away to meet the senior executive of the mining organization who presents you with the customary prize, freedom, and a handsome quantity of malonite. You mention your mission and your desire to find a way back to your own universe. He nods and asks you to follow him to the astronautical headquarters. He takes you to his astronautical headquarters and has words with the director of operations, who disappears into another room and returns with a printout. So far as his department can ascertain, the black hole you require is in Sector 083, but cannot be sure of the correct timing. It's Mach 3. You thank him for the information and return to the ship to continue your journey. You now have two choices. Black planet or wheel-shaped structure hanging in space. So we have two clues. Black hole in Sector 083 and travel a warp speed 3 to enter black hole. Okay, let's go to the wheel structure. You slow down as you approach a large wheel-shaped structure, rotating slowly in space. Making radio contact, you learn that it is the spaceport Luau Jamil. Your ship is welcome to dock there, and there are facilities for repairing ships, but payment must be made in a currency you have never heard of. Have you picked up during anything of your travels which you may be able to pay? I don't want to bother. Your crew are becoming anxious about their fate. Will they be spending the rest of their lives searching space for a dimension gate which may never appear? You are called on to make a statement to reassure them. Have you learned the time and space coordinates of the black hole, which will hopefully take you back to your own universe? I believe I have. Is this the end of the game? You call all your section heads to the briefing room and announce that you believe you have the space and time coordinates of a likely black hole. If your velocity and timing are right, you ought to be able to pass through this black hole, which may be the Selston Void, and emerge in Earth's universe. You return to the bridge and prepare for the journey, setting off towards your black hole. Subtract its time coordinates from its location coordinates and enter the final space. Hang on. What? Subtract its time coordinates from its location coordinates and enter the final space-time coordinate that this gives. Hang on. Does that mean so 083 minus 3? Is that what that means? Holy shit. Okay, hang on. I can't bookmark it. I think it means 80. Engage. Cross your fingers. I can't bookmark it because it's already buggered. Discover the fate of the traveller. You set course and arrive at the black hole, dropping out of warp speed some distance from it, carefully planning your angle of entry and velocity. You head into the dark void. You feel the ship being taken by the immense gravitational force and order all crew to strap themselves in. Suddenly, the ship lurches forward and begins to speed up. The G-force is so strong that you, along with the rest of the crew, pass out. So, I remember, before I hit next, we went this way first, and they told us a different black hole sector. It was 288. Now, we started again because we died, and we went this way, and what we found out on this route is that there's a black hole at Sector 83. So this may not be Earth. Let's find out. You will never know whether or not this was the correct black hole. Perhaps it was your angle of entry, or perhaps it was your speed, or even the information you have. Whatever the error, the traveller never emerges from the void. Your mission has been unsuccessful. your adventure ends here. Oof. Oof. Ladies and gentlemen, we have failed. Thank you very much for the stream. We may give that book another go another day. We may count it as a loss and continue onto a different one. Book 5, The City of Thieves. Bugger. Let me Google quickly. Let me Google very quickly. I wonder if we got it wrong. I'm gonna Google the answer. Oh gosh, this is a horrible screen. Let me show you what I'm looking at. This is a horrible background and font. 1983. Hang on. Okay, so we were told Sector 288 and then Sector 83. That is, neither of those are the correct sector. And the star date, we were never told a star date. We were told the velocity at which we were meant to enter it at. So, yes, we didn't get the maths wrong. We got it all wrong. Let's raid. Thank you very much for the wonderful stream. I see a cheeky sausage online now, we don't often get the chance to raid. I will take you where we are all likely to tap out to anyway. Don't forget, the raid message is you've been raided. There you go. Whether you're a subscriber or not, that is the raid message. We don't do any emotes in this channel. We do everything half-assed and bare bones. Impossible raid. Do some BIM pun, whatever you want. Thank you so much. Next stream, no more bonus streams. We're back next Saturday and then Sunday at 9 PM, hopefully with a PC and a mental game with lots of graphics and a camera that works. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you so much. And we will see you next week. Have a good week, everybody. I'm so happy we got some book streams out the way. I love those book streams. But we'll get involved with something, another big project, another Morrowind-esque type playthrough where it's like a 20-part series and we'll take 2.5 months to get there. Take care, everybody. Yep, I'll see you in Mutton's chat tomorrow. If you're on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. Let me know where you're from and why you're here. And I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye, everybody.